You're a part-time lover and a full-time friend. The monkey on your back is the latest trend. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
I'll kiss you on the brain in the shadow of the train. Kiss you all starry-eyed, my body swinging from side to side. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
here is the church and here is the steeple. We sure are keeping for two people. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else.
Looking for a working pen in my desk. Well, hello, Jeff Torrance.
Forgive me, the trees forgive me, so why can't you forgive me? I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else.
I'm literally looking for a working pen.
But
I will find my mate in your car with my MP3, DVD, rumble pack guitar. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else
This is the pen.
but
Yes, this will work. Hi, Mom.
Up, down, down, left, right, be a start. Just because we use cheats doesn't mean we're not smart. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
you are always trying to keep it real. I'm in love with how you feel. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but
we both have shiny, happy fits of rage. You want more fans, I want more stage. I don't see what anyone can see.
Alright, I'm going to put out some links real quick. Hello, CJ.
Don Quixote was a steel driving man. My name
Peaches.
is Adam, I'm your biggest fan.
Welcome
I don't
to the
see
90s,
what anyone
motherfuckers.
can see in anyone else but
Squinched up your face and did a dance. Shook a little turd out of the bottom of your pants. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else.
Oh, I never brought up Twitter.
But you.
You guys are going to have to deal with me. You guys are going to have to deal with me for a minute because I wanted to be on time for once in my life. So I wasn't ready. Okay, so I'm going to send, I'm probably going to, I have a list. I'm probably going to start with the deity thing because I'm irritated. He's got a lot of screenshots and stuff that I'm not sure if he can share or, yeah. So just you guys are going to sit here with me like it would be like a normal night. And this is what I would be doing if I was like just on the YouTubes and on the Twitters and talking to people. So I'm going to send a link to, obviously you guys know who Hillbilly Hellride is. Or you might not, because you might be from my other, yeah. Just give me a second. And I'm going to send YouTube Schizophrenic a link. All right, you guys have to let me know if these links work. I don't know if they're going to work. So let me know. Let me come back and see what everything's. Okay, let me see who is all here. Hi, Smelly. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Quinny. Oh my gosh, Boris. Hi. Rolling up my sleeve. Well, Boris, I actually was on a panel with Dave the Fisherman today. He's turned over a new leaf, so that's interesting down the line, but you might have to wait a minute to hear about that. Drama Dude says I love the moldy peaches. Well, it dates you, but the potbelly guy, I don't know who you're talking about. Is that Deity? Are you talking about Butthurt Phil? Is that who you're talking about? Because Butthurt Phil is really, dropping the ball and hi, Four. Hi. Listen, you guys, I'm like extra annoyed. I'm extra annoyed because if you guys watched the video or the live stream that I put out with, I'm distracting you all with this hypnosis tactic in the back so that you'll continue. I watch you. I just don't comment much. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. The hillbilly. Yeah. Yeah. So listen, he's got some really interesting stuff to say. I'm bothered. Because fucking butthurt Phil, aka Deity, is such a fucking troll. And like he's got this huge ass channel and he puts these people on and like he doesn't do any research ever. And now he comes out tonight, puts up West Most, which you guys know if you watched, you saw that I had him on last week for an interview. Completely getting shit on, West Most is. And, you know, legally somebody's trying to go after him, a totally known piranha in our little neck of the woods. And he gave her a fucking platform. He gave Muse Talks a platform, Deity did, without any research. Just like he did with the potato-headed Muppet, Chris Hansen's buddy, Vince DeCotra. Same fucking thing. Did the same thing. And I went in his chat tonight and I'm typing. I'm like, listen, if you're going to sit there and put up, now you're on West's side, now you are, because you gave that bitch a fucking platform without ever doing a 0 cent of fucking research on it. Now you don't like her because she, you know, whatever happened between you and her. Now it's time for you to be like PC. Oh my God. Like, ugh. So annoying, dude. So annoying. Yeah, Quinny. What's up, Jesse H? Yeah, so I mean, all right, I got to see if my, I'm pretty sure those links should be good, but if I have to put them out again, I will. That's what I was going to start with, right? Because I got a list here, right? I was going to start with Butthurt Phil, which is Deity. Listen, this is what bothers me the most, okay? I hate when there are people out there that do a disservice to actual victims. This motherfucker has said he is a victim of sexual assault. We find out from his video yesterday. Ash, hi. Flashy snazzy. Yeah, this is my office. Yeah, it just was real messy. Poor West. Yes, Quinny, you watched that, right? And I'm saying that Butthurt Phil, hashtag AKA Deity, gave this cunt a fucking platform. How many of my friends does this woman have to go after? Hi, Jules. Before somebody like steps in and is like bold enough to be like, this is fucked up. It's so frustrating to be me. So I went and oh, here we go. All right, we'll start with this. So I went in Butthurt Phil's stream tonight, and I'll go ahead and show you guys the screenshots right now. Hello. Okay, God, now that's hilarious. All right.
Yeah. So, how's it going, everyone? How you doing, Holly?
Good. How are you? I feel like my volume's low. Can you guys hear everything okay?
You'll have to ask them. I've got the TV muted at the back, so I don't.
As long as you can hear me and they can hear you, that's important.
I can hear.
Says, oh, Quinny says she's a con artist. Yeah. And see, this is something like Quinn's from Boy and drama like I am. And just, you know, this is what we do, dude. Like we don't, oh my God. Look, we're getting serious. Like we're both about to put some Vaseline on our faces and we're both like taking our hair out.
Take our earrings out.
It's getting serious. It's getting fucking serious up in here, yo. All right, so listen.
Like the tweets you've seen and the screenshots of the chat and the conversations, isn't that some interesting stuff? And then
yes.
He wrote an essay that I was they filed charges and I was arrested.
Wait a second. Let's back up. Minty Oreos. Hi, honey. I miss you. Hi, Smelly. Hola, Ash. Like, I want to make sure. Hi, Trisha. Trisha, I meant to DM you. I didn't get a chance to, but I will definitely bring you up if you want to talk about the injustices that have been done to you. All right. So I'm just going to give like a quick little backstory for like, I think a lot of people that watch me, who are we talking about? Jules. Okay. So do you remember me talking about this content creator, and he calls himself Deity, which drives me nuts because his name is really Butthurtville. And he came out, and you guys know that I hate it when people do, it does such a disservice to actual victims of actual assaults. When somebody comes and fakes it and wastes resources and all of this shit, right? So this motherfucker comes out, and this is how he begins his platform. Terrible. All right, so listen, I'm gonna give you like the quickest synopsis that I can give you guys that doesn't bore you out of your mind. But this motherfucker comes out. He's an if anyone's on YouTube, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Okay, so he's an anti-Onision platform. He comes out under the guise that he's gonna help expose Onision. Somehow he basically builds a base of followers to the tune of like 8,000 subs within what, Hillbilly, under 3 months?
Very short time.
Very quickly. And you can do that, you guys. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. Oh, thank you, Maya. Thank you. I mean, listen, you can do that when you hashtag the right people. And you guys know that I typically don't go hashtagging. I don't need to do that, right? Like, I just want to say what I want to say to the people who I consider my friends and who follow me. That's what I'm interested in.
Hashtag all.
Yeah, right. So what ends up happening is, CJ, if you want to come on real quick too, like for this first part, you absolutely can.
Tell Stephanie to get in here. I can't get into my Discord right now.
Yeah, well, you guys, if you want a link, just ask me. DM, let me know, and I'll send it to you through the Twitter. So basically, the short story is this guy comes out, he starts a channel. He says that he has been discriminated against at his job at the Dollar General. He pleads to the LGBTQ community that he has been discriminated against, and ends up after 10 years of service, which, by the way, Hillbilly, I have a little bone to pick with even just that part. He showed his hire date, like how CJ was saying, how he just puts out TMI.
Yeah.
I think it was like ended up being like 8+ years. It actually wasn't even a full-time years or whatever. It's a tiny little piece of the giant puzzle, but it bothered me because when you can lie about something so tiny and mundane, then you can lie about anything. You know what I mean? If you feel the need to lie about something so small and goddamn insignificant, then you are certainly going to lie about the fact that you have been sexually assaulted on the job, which really turned out to be a hug from behind. That was sexual assault. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, because I can't ignore people. Smelly Cat, thank you for the super chat. Just to make me smile. It did make me smile. Thank you. Hey, Cooter. Oh, I should definitely. Hey, Helen. Hey, Hippie Piece. Hey, Jess H. Hey, the Bunny. Hey. I would hate to start out a live stream and not say hey to I don't want anyone coming back at me and saying that I didn't say hey. If you said hey, I'm in Alabama, and around here we eat our own poop. Ain't that right, Hillbilly Hellride?
Yeah.
No, Hillbilly Hellride actually has a college education and is a normal functioning human in society. And just happens to have the digs on this motherfucker. So, Hey, kitty litter. Okay, so backstory. Guy comes out, starts a channel, rides on the coattails of Onision. You guys all know what that's about. Very first thing he does when he gets his platform, and mind you, there's plenty of people that do plenty of fucked up shit that plenty of times ride under the fucking radar that I don't notice. But what happens is he gets into it with I don't even know how it started. CJ, can you? I'm gonna send. I can't believe Holly Undead didn't sense I was here and say hello before I had the chance. Hello, Shannon. I see you. Yeah, Shannon. This is like, listen. I understand this is out of our normal realm, but this is the shit that I told you guys about before, where I have so many people now who DM'd me because this is somebody who MBW would tell you guys, and you can dispute her knowledge of people with like mental illness all you want, but she is very knowledgeable. It is a dangerous place to get people to trust you, come into your live stream, come into your your community, basically, because we all have little communities. Shannon, you have one on you. Hi, Quirky, on YouTube. And then you get people to trust you with their most personal information on their mental illness. And the minute they disagree with you, you dog them out, send your moderators after them, and treat them like total fucking trash, which is exactly what happened to YouTube Schizophrenic. And that's how I picked up on all of this. For no other, who is that guy? Alpha Wolf. This is Hillbilly Hellride. He happens to have been in a relationship with a woman who works with the motherfucker that I'm talking about. So I've touched on it enough where most of you guys should know a little bit about what's going on. Oh my God. Hillbilly, do you know what Hogan just called you? I love it. Silent Bob.
I've heard that before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Hey, you think you all have to put up with Deity's bullshit? Imagine she had to work with him 7 hours a day.
I can't. Well, according to him, he even lied about how much she had to work with him. She only worked there 3 days a week for 3. She helps support your family on 9 hours a week. I find that very hard to believe.
Exactly. No, she works damn near full time. She works 6-7 hours a day every day. And she worked all the time with him while he would constantly go smoke cigarettes, stand around and pout. I mean, like
Savannah Urbex, my friend Savannah's jealous of your hair. Olala Ash says, YouTube Schizophrenic commented on my parody and he got mad. He got real mad. All that YouTube Schizophrenic ever did, he was a part of that community, supported Deity, thought he was like an intellect, wanted to have intellectual interaction with him. And I put up that parody, which was so dumb, which everybody knows it's notorious now because everybody's like, hey, Cooter. It was a fucking joke, man. Get over it. And when that happened, moderators went after him. YouTube Schizophrenic having you on is now getting death threats.
Well, the thing is,
what? Say what?
Schizophrenic, I understand where he came from. And the thing is, a lot of people are saying he's obsessive. A lot of people are throwing the word obsessed around. Like YouTube Schizophrenic is obsessed with Deity.
No, he's not. This is not true.
He is not obsessed with him.
Nobody's obsessed with him, except maybe the guy that wanted to sniff the toilet seat after he left the bathroom. And I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah,
I agree.
I never heard anything like that around here. But no.
Oh, you never. I wanted to ask you about that, but we'll get into that in a minute. All right. So I basically laid the groundwork. This guy comes up on YouTube. He gains a shit ton of subscribers on the anti-Onision hate shit. And then the way that he gains sympathy and comes into and mind you guys, this is not even a blip on my radar at this point. I don't give a fuck about this motherfucker. I don't care. But what ends up happening, we find out, is he is coming out saying that he's been done so dirty. This is what he said, right? He can come out all day. Hi, Happy Peace. Lapoof. He can come out all day long and say, well, this is how he started it. He can lie right now and say that that's not the case. Dude, you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole that is way too deep. He came out and he said he was fired from the Dollar General for being gay. Fact. That's what he said. He cried to the LGBTQ community to have his back. He came out. I can show you the screenshots right now. I don't want to re-victimize somebody. He doxed his store manager. He asked people to come to the dollargeneral.com website and go after Obsession for Men noodles and go after the people that he worked with because he was done so dirty. Drama dude. He was done so fucking dirty, and there's no gay people down south that have his back. And when YouTube Schizophrenic, who all he ever did was comment on a parody that I did that was a very low-key parody. I made fun of his accent a little bit. Most of my friends on here are from down south. They make fun of my fucking voice. Who gives a fuck? So he claims that well, actually, it was Heavy Down said that my parody of him was so awful that that's the type of shit people commit suicide over. That's what he said. Yeah, he was gonna kill himself over my parody, which, by the way, he never even watched. So I got a shit ton of crap about that. So now I get a little interested. I'm like, why is he so butthurt? What's the problem here? Then he goes after RSN. Shannon, please, I don't want to hear it. You don't like him, whatever. What's wrong is wrong. He decides that he's going to go after Real Stream News. He's going to make a bunch of shit up about him. And then he proceeds to give Muse Talks shit, who we all just saw. Where are my moderators? Can somebody please go to Westmost and drop the link for his last video? Please. So then we have another perpetual fucking victim, just like Butthurt Phil. Fish says, yes, caught her live. Woohoo. Okay, good. So then we got another fucking. This is what I hate, dude. I hate these fucking victims that take away from actual victims. You weren't victimized, motherfucker. So what he ends up doing, I'm going to wrap it up real quick and then we're going to talk about it. What he ends up doing is coming on YouTube and asking for the support of the LBGT community because he has been wronged by the Dollar General Corporation and because he's gay. That's what he said. That's how he started it. Okay, CJ. That's how he started it. He started it on the premise that he was fired. And he did say it because I'm going to prove it to you right now. We have it all. He said he was fired because he was gay. So, of course, that pissed people off. Like, I'm not going to point out, a lot of my friends are fucking, Rosie O'Kelly is a great friend of mine. Eric Aqua. I have plenty of friends that are LBGTQ. You don't reach out to support from these people. And only for them to find out that you lied because you're doing them a fucking disservice. They came out in defense of you. He never got fired. In fact, until we met Hillbilly Hellride, we didn't even know he just stopped going to work. He just stopped going. Yes. He didn't get fired because he was fucking gay. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Thank you, CJ. All right. So Real Stream just put in the link to Westmost video. And I also want to talk about the fact that he gave a platform to a crazy bitch. He did that. All right. Let me send this link. All right, go ahead. I'm fucking riled. I'm all cooped up in New York. I'm pissed off and I'm sick of this motherfucker. He purposely went live 12 minutes before I said I was going to go live. That was a lie. I was never going to go live at 8 o'clock. I said it because I knew he was going to try to fucking circumvent me going live about him because he knows I pay attention to the details. And I have them all. Receipts, motherfucker.
I put it all on blast on the Hillbilly Hellride YouTube channel. But, that's only going to go so far. I appreciate all the subs I've gained from this. I've made it from 20 to almost 100 in a few days. You guys are awesome.
Well, I covered it a month ago, and I'm so sorry I didn't reach out to you. But then people were telling me that you had taken it down from your channel. And so... No. I didn't want to rehash something that you were probably already done with, if that was the case. So they rained down 3,000 strong on my YouTube. Tell a little bit about that. What it's like when you're on the opposing end of his fucking minions.
You ever put an innocent video up about your pets out on your farm, and then all of a sudden you have 564 dislikes on a video?
Is that how it went down?
Oh, every video reported for hate speech. Every video was reported for pornography. Every video was reported.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
That was a hot story because I literally was watching the Onision drama. I lurk. And I happened to run into his stream. The night he did his stream was the night I made that video going, whoa, wait, what the fuck? Because when I saw he was live and then they shadow banned me in his chat from spreading the truth.
Right.
Apparently I didn't know he had a big enough following for people to be going against him at that time. And I looked down and there was literally, it was over 2,500 people in the chat. And I was like, and then all of a sudden my YouTube channel's getting destroyed over this. I was gonna.
You didn't stand a chance. You're too small of a creator, and at that point he's running 7,000 strong. So
Yeah,
it's
was
just too much.
At the time, he was freshly hot in the fucking Onision drama. So like he built that channel off of a pretense that he was.
My friend the Shannon just said, let's get Hillbilly over 100. He's at 99. She's a Southern Belle too. She gets it.
99? Hell yeah. Thank you
Shannon,
so much.
let me ask you this, Shannon. Are there gay people in your town? Because according to this motherfucker, he is the only gay man within 100-mile radius.
Who said
so
you can't
stupid.
Cat without it hitting a gay? That was about right. I don't mean to sound insensitive.
No,
I mean,
listen, it's not. This is what I'm saying. It's an injustice to people who are actually struggling at the workplace, who are getting discriminated against because they're fucking gay. And so what he did was he came out, he built a platform totally on the fact that it was a lie. And it bothers me because I have a lot of friends that are in the LGBTQ and they don't like it. It's a misrepresentation. And he came out absolutely 100% said that he within 3 months he gets the 7,000 subscribers based on the fact that he asked people. He doxed his old boss, doxed Dollar General, which isn't a hard dox, dollargeneral.com, but he said go after them.
I sent her the screenshot like
it gets worse, you guys.
Before
hey, what's up? Hey.
Hi.
Hey, listen. This is very serious, and I had to come in here and want to talk to you guys. I hope you guys like my avatar. You know, this is all I have to work with tonight. But you know, that's my friend. That's my friend.
No.
This is my friend, Regina. You know, I figured I'd say hi. You know.
Oh no, don't do that.
Anyways, let me
get the camera off. Can you not do?
No. I'm at work. I can't be doing that. Anyways, listen. This is very serious. I just wanted to say hello, and I wanted.
Noodle said gay people think they lived through a Holocaust. 99% of them don't. He's the 1% that gives them a complete bad reputation, and that's why I'm annoyed.
I know, yeah, he's something else. He really is. Anyways, listen, I want to say real quick about Deity. Okay. Listen, he gives all these people platforms that don't deserve it, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally gave Muse one, but I really believed like there was actually something.
No,
like,
I know you did.
You know what I mean? At the time, she
apologized, and that was probably. To be fair, that was probably one of the only times where you really didn't do enough research, but you couldn't because she was a nobody. So how do you research somebody that has no channel, has no
exactly? She didn't have a history at the time,
right?
You know,
and they come up and what she has done to Westmost, and a lot of thank you, drama community and Boyd for watching the interview that I put up with Westmost, and you guys saw what happened. A black man in fucking Washington State. Outside of like where that Jeffrey fucking what's his name from like the so ridiculous, the dude from the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints guy, the whitest community in the world. Westmost pulls up trying to give this bitch money because he feels sorry for her and gets accused of being a drug or a sex trafficker. The only black guy most of these cops have ever seen in probably 3 years. It was horrible what she did to him.
Yeah.
And Deity gave her a platform.
And you know why he did is because he wanted to pull her up because she was an RSN victim.
Exactly. And I said it. And I'll show you. I said it right in his fucking stream tonight. I've typed in his stream. I've done it. I've typed in his stream one time ever on New Year's Eve because remember he called me a doxer and he said I was Yap Yap from the TCAP community.
He's an idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about.
You're a hack. That's what I typed.
He is a hack, though.
I typed in 5 times tonight. They completely ignored me.
Like, the lack of research involved with his fucking channel is crazy. It's crazy. And then people believe him. It's crazy. Like, he does zero, none, nothing. He just talks out of his ass. That's it. Like, why do people subscribe to that clown? I'm lost. Like,
Dude,
really?
I don't know, but I would like
Light a
people.
cigarette. Now, y'all.
Hey, kitty litter.
Listen, don't do that because he might kill himself. Hi,
Oh.
yeah, I love you. No, that's what. Remember, Heavy Down
No,
said
I
my
know.
parody was so bullying.
I
that
know.
it was enough to. It would trigger him enough for suicide.
Yeah, Heavy Down's been around recently, and she came back in the community. She's doing her own thing under a different name, I guess, Bells of Nevermore or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah.
No, I don't know. That's some kind of
Well,
crap.
Well, I feel bad because, like, you know, people were dragging her for the stolen valid thing, and it ended up
Listen,
not
I
being
never
true.
said I.
No, I know.
People were questioning her. My situation. Just brief history with Heavy Down. I
Mhm.
didn't know her. Someone sent me a clip of her on Deity stream where she says Holly Dead's head is so far up CJ's ass she can barely see out of his belly button. So that's my history with her. Naturally, I take a little bit of issue with that.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. It's understandable.
Right?
But I think she's fine now. I don't know what she's doing, but yeah, she's Bells of Nevermore now. But anyways, this whole thing is fucking ridiculous. I feel bad that Hillbilly like made us like a channel and shit, and then all these SJWs go and attack him.
Came in and just completely destroyed his channel because Deity lied.
Yeah, that's just this whole thing. Everything he does is a lie.
It's a Nicotine Anonymous video.
I love this avatar.
I've been vaping a little more.
I'm gonna build my channel back up. Ash.
Well, that's good. Go subscribe to Hillbilly. You guys should. You know what I mean?
Please. And I would say, Hillbilly, type in the chat, and you guys can click on his little face there and go sub him. But you can't do that anymore because YouTube took away.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? Why they do that?
I actually saw somebody finally, after all the inquisitions to them, somebody finally got a response for them. And do you know what they blamed it on? Same thing. They blamed the fact that I couldn't live stream for 6 weeks after somebody retracted my copyright strikes. Low staff. They don't have enough staff.
So they're taking that
computer generated thing where if you click on. So how does that require staff?
I don't know. I've noticed that a lot of fucking dumb shit has been happening though. Like videos of mine have been getting pulled down and then put back up.
Yeah.
I've gotten warnings for things I never even did. You know, and then like I had to email them and be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why aren't you sending out notifications?" Like
everybody wants to know. My notifications don't go out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised so many of you guys are here.
I know. Well, yeah, I thought they were like fucking shadow banning me for a second. I was a little worried. I don't know, but I
still don't think I've recovered, at least not on notifications wise, from when when I was unable to stream.
Yeah, things are starting to come back up.
So, well, everything that goes wrong now, they're blaming it on Skeleton Crew. So
yeah, for sure. So, so the D went live tonight.
Shadow ban.
See, even right now, Hillbilly, you're cutting in and out. Can you start over?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I was just saying, I don't think you have to worry so much about shadow bans unless you're getting really political. When it comes to like the drama community here, the only banning I see happening is individuals themselves doing it. Like you start talking politics, you bring up Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders, and all of a sudden they will shadow ban you.
Well, talk about the virus.
There was one night I was talking about fucking Chris Hansen scamming people with the fucking nano vapor thing. I talked about it on Real Stream. They pulled the video, and then I talked about it on CJ Live, and then they pulled the video, and they gave me a warning. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got a warning the night I was dropped. When it was me, YouTube schizophrenic, and was it you, CJ? Remember?
Yeah.
And he said COVID, and it immediately kicked me out of the stream.
Like I was just trying to expose fucking scammers. It's crazy. Anyways, Chris Hansen's fucking crazy. Like, did you hear about the Pablo Escobar phone? Did you hear about that?
Yes.
That's insane. It's literally just stolen fucking.
There's something really wrong with Chris Hasbin.
He's a fucking idiot. Why do people support him? Why aren't these people like like Repsion or Jacqueline or anybody else like talking about this?
I don't know.
It's crazy. I feel like
I know.
I feel like we live in the Twilight Zone for real.
So do
Like
I.
these people don't care. They're just like, whatever. We get clout off him. Yeah, it's okay. Let's let
Who
him.
gives a fuck, right? He
let
could
him
be right,
promote.
he could be
Yeah,
wrong, but I got views, so it gives a fuck.
let him promote scams. It's all good.
Which
Who
goes
cares?
right back to Butthurt Phil. When I say Butthurt Phil, you guys, I'm referring to Deity because
Yeah.
I refuse to call him that has anything associated. Who is so narcissistic that they come on with a channel name where you equate yourself to a god? Like it drove me nuts from the get-go. But I don't know. I got some screenshots I'd like to share and I'd like to discuss the whole thing. I just want to make sure that everybody is clear. Hey, Lottie. I want to make sure that everybody is clear on how this dude came onto YouTube and our little neck of the world. He says that he worked at the Dollar General since he was a wee young lad, his very first job.
He's a phony.
10 or 11 years. But when you look at his date of hire, because he doxed himself with a fucking docudrama that was fucking 30 novels long, TLR, no fucking kidding, dude. No corporate office is going to read that shit. He's giving the conditions of the weather outside that day on a very cold, brisk autumn evening. I went to do roll carts at my job and they gave me three. And then it's like cut to like dramatic music and fucking black and white rain in the background. What the fuck?
Holly, his family can't even get chips anymore.
Each employee does 7 to 9. Each employee does 7 to 9 roll carts a day.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. He can't. His family can't get chips anymore. Don't you understand? Don't you get it?
His sister's scared for her life.
I know. What have I done? Oh no! Shit!
It's serious.
Get chips in a pop.
That's my point. It's fucking serious.
Yeah.
This is what drives me nuts because it does a disservice to actual victims. So all right. So let me recap real quick. Give me 1 minute. Start counting down. 60 minutes.
I want chips too. Damn.
This dude comes on. He says that he worked at the Dollar General since he was a wee young lad. He got fired because he lives in Alabama, which is like a very unprogressive state, because he's gay. Well, guess what happened? We now find out that the person, and I have a lot of women that are lesbian that are very offended by the fact that he said that he was discriminated against because he was gay. Because the woman who was his boss, who supposedly discriminated against him, I think is gay. Am I right? Or is she at least sympathetic to the cause? I'm not 100% sure, but I got the screenshots on that.
She's bisexual and has a trans partner.
Oh, okay. You know, this is very sad. This whole thing's very sad.
It's disgusting. It's more than bad. It's gross.
It is. It's disgusting. You know, people should tweet at Dollar General to expose this fucker for real.
Well, that's what Hillbilly's trying to do because he just feels like it's an injustice to other people who actually have been discriminated against at work. And another thing that you guys know drives me. I know you don't know, Sean. I just gave a brief synopsis. Hey, Terry Peppercorn. I'm trying to give you guys a brief synopsis, okay?
Hey, kitty later.
Rolls up into the YouTube community in our neck of the word and in the woods. He says that he was fired. He definitely didn't say he quit or he didn't go back to work. He never said any of that. He said, I'm going to dox Dollar General where I worked since I was a wee lad. I'm going to completely just make this shit right up off the cuff. I'm totally going to just come out and tell you guys that after I did such a great service to these people, my childhood job, they fired me for being gay. That is what he said. And also, when YouTube Schizophrenic tried to say, listen, dude, I'm hearing from people around you that maybe isn't exactly what happened. Then he starts calling YouTube Schizophrenic boy. He's like, boy, I was seriously traumatized by, I was sexually assaulted.
He said I have daddy issues.
Assaulted.
He said I have daddy issues with him. You know that? He said I have daddy issues with him. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm older than you. What the fuck are you talking about, you clown? Like, what?
Perfectly fine.
That was
first
because
of all.
He's got like this team of moderators. I think he still does to some extent.
So
this team of moderators that just absolutely fills him with so much misinformation and drives him insane and prods him into rages like that.
Like it's so funny.
Use.
I love how like
So
just
cute.
how little comment of me saying I'm gonna get a footage like turns into him freaking out for days. Like
Shauna.
love that by the way. He doxed Regina too. He doxed my good friend Regina. Look, that's so terrible. He doxed her on stream, and it was terrible. I don't even know what to say about the whole thing, but it's definitely not good.
Yeah, not his best moment. That's for sure. It was
Let me
quite a
just
fuck
say,
up.
let me just put up business plays. This is who I'm talking to, you guys. I don't want you guys, unbeknownst to you, to go into this
He
motherfucker's
was
chat.
discriminating.
If you have a
Yeah.
mental illness or your gender or sexuality is something that maybe isn't considered the norm, please do not support him because he is hurting you guys as a community.
Yeah,
He's
it's not
hurting
good.
you.
Anyways, look, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. But listen, thank you for having me on. You guys have a good stream, and I might be on later. I don't know. Who knows? But we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see.
can you call me later? I gotta tell you something about
For
soup.
sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. All right. All right. Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye. All right, welcome YouTube Schizophrenic. All right, and this is really
Hello.
how I didn't really care about this guy other than I was kind of like just making light of it until he went after my friend YouTube Schizophrenic, who's now getting death threats, by the way, all because he laughed at a parody that I did. That's how this all started. And well, my contempt for him, basically. And then now I just see so many people in the side chat, hi Kanish, that were supportive of him. Initially, you have no reason to disbelieve somebody. When someone comes out and says, listen, guys, listen, I need your help. I work in a very small town in Alabama. They don't like gay people, and they fired me because I'm gay. On top of it all, they allowed me to be traumatized and sexually assaulted at my job. You know what happened today? Was it today, you guys, that all came out, or was it yesterday? I think it was today, right? Where he went through his novel of the shit that he wrote to corporate. Schizophrenic, is that it was today, right?
I think that was yesterday. Yes, I haven't looked too much into that yet.
My bad.
Hey, I'll send you a copy of a long novel he wrote about me that just made
well, this
me
is what we need to do. I'm gonna get in. I just want to make sure. Are there
He
any
sent me a novel the first time too. Quite a novel. He liked sending those.
Dude, you got to give a description.
He claims
Nobody in
that
a corporate office wants to hear about how many potholes were in the parking lot that day. It was absurd. I've never seen anything like it. No, of course you're the problem. No, but they got a business
They
to
don't
run,
have-
motherfucker.
Or all of them. The ones
No,
out here in new stores.
Chips
They're
have been mentioned.
even jokes about him don't hold water. Even jokes about him just they're like can be invalidated so quickly. It's
he said some
mystifying.
pretty
Everything-
outrageous things. Like just like even when I was a fan of him, I had to take him out and be like, wait a second, what is going on here?
Oh shit. I just put up late being and I actually wanted Bunny's comment up. Okay, so Bunny says
I do that all the time.
my aunt got discriminated for being a lesbian and dressing more manly at work by other coworkers. It got so bad that it almost got physical. People get killed over this shit. That's what I'm talking about. People in small towns down south.
He made it sound like that whole
Hillbilly, I don't know if it's your mic
gay in
or
the
what, but you're cutting in and out, and I don't know if
Yeah,
there's
you're cutting out for me
we're
too.
having a hard time hearing
I'm
you.
gonna make
You might sometimes with StreamYards,
the
you
internet
might
off.
have to quit and rejoin. What you have to say is relevant and it's important, and I want to make sure it gets heard.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, the main point is he built that following off of a lie.
Thank you.
From the start, he was a bull.
Thank you.
YouTube, and they attack my channel. They attack other channels. They attack
Yes.
other people.
Yes.
My DMs have endless stories of people who were attacked by Deity
Yes.
and the mob that he has created. And now they're trying to attack me, he's claimed multiple times now that he has contacted police about me.
Yes.
Now look, in the same way that
Oh yeah. Yep.
One second. In the same way you call the police, or you say you call the police on me and you don't, it's just like Onision calling the police on people for calling him a fucking groomer. It's the exact same You can't call the police because I am busting a lie out that you have told and gained thousands of dollars and thousands of subs off of. You
Yep.
can't have me fucking arrested, Philip, for doing that or saying
Yep.
any of this.
No, you can't.
I am not representing Dollar General. I am my own person. I don't side with anyone. I'm just telling the truth about Philip.
We
that's
just
what I
happened
needed
to
to
come across somebody
really
that
appreciate your platforms and your help.
yeah. All right. So let me all right, I'm gonna, without doxing anyone, I'm gonna try to share some stuff. I want to make sure.
He likes doing threats of legal action. I got threats of being reported to the FBI Cybercrimes Division.
What
Yeah,
cybercrime
me too.
committed?
Do shit.
God.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Can't afford
I don't recall
this in.
committing any cyber crimes in the last few years, as far
You
as I'm
guys
aware.
know I don't get a stick up my ass about stuff to this extent unless it's really something that I feel like needs to be put out there, dude. Like, I'm so beyond annoyed with this motherfucker. I can't even tell you. He's putting people with mental illness, he's putting their lives in danger. Because what he does is, if you disagree with him, and I've said it 1,000 times before, but please believe me, if you don't agree with something that he says, not only does he just like shit on you and kick you out of his chat, he sends his moderators after you. And dude, when you 7,000 or 8,000 people is no small platform. When you go on your social media and your DMs are full of fucking threats, just ask YouTube Schizophrenic. When he went off on him and kept calling him boy, all he kept saying was that YouTube Schizophrenic went into his real life and it made his family in fear in their own town. They're scared, just like CJ said.
Yeah.
They can't even get a bag of chips
And
at the Dollar General.
yeah,
YouTube Schizophrenic has made, and then he said, boy, you brought up one of the most traumatic experiences that have ever happened to me, because he was sexually assaulted on the, not only was he fired because he was gay, you guys, he was fired because he was sexually assaulted on the job. Well, guess what? He put out the details on that yesterday. He got a hug from behind from a customer. Welcome to being a woman, bitch. You know how many times some motherfucker, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens, and you need a little bit thicker skin.
I was expecting more.
Did not allow some customer to come up behind you and hug you from behind. Then when Phil tried to go to the bathroom, the customer, the one who sexually assaulted him, that it's so damaging and traumatizing that YouTube Schizophrenic, boy, how dare you bring up something that, and you see all these people in the side chat that are sympathizing and they're weeping, dude. They're sobbing and weeping because they feel so bad for Deity. He said that he told Deity's coworker that he wished he could smell the toilet seat after Deity left the bathroom.
Oh, I can smell.
Yeah, and I want to say this is that we recently had like an hour-long conversation, me and Deity, and one of the things we discussed during that was the stuff leading up to him going off with the boy and all that. You know, that moderator, the one that was flipping out in your comment section, Michelle D, the one that reported me.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. That person was basically establishing themselves as head mod, which I already knew sort of from my mole, but he basically was confirming it. That person established themselves as head mod.
Yep.
And was gassing him up basically into thinking this was such a big deal. And he even agreed that possibly this Michelle D person contacted the Dollar General and got them rallied up on my behalf just to spread chaos because this person's insane.
Exactly.
And they're still stalking people. He's saying that he still gets emails from this person to this day. And he like in like SOC emails, she keeps tracking him down. So this moderator may just be the source of his issues back then.
I agree with that, because do you remember how I couldn't get sleep because after you said amazing, you commented on my parody of him, she was blowing up my phone. Well, you know what I mean? My notifications
people don't get sleep.
I don't know why.
I do cocaine.
You're cutting in and out, dude, your volume. And I don't know if it's are you on a mic on your headphones? Because we're having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
I'm just a broke ass But
Because sometimes he
I
sounds fine.
I'll remain quiet until y'all have some really fine.
Well, I just put up right now. Is this so? Deity 4 months ago edited. Hillbilly Hellride. This is what he says to him. I just typed up this really long post about the events that transpired in the live stream. I just ended, but I fat fingered it and hit the wrong button. And I have no idea where that entire freaking essay went. What is this? What is this?
I can't even read that. That's like it's another wall of text. That's
I don't know.
Shit. What is this?
That he wrote it about me, and
Oh,
I knew
my
nothing
eye.
about it. That's where he had me arrested or some shit like that. That never happened.
He said
I've
he
never
had
been
you
approached
arrested.
by law.
All right. I just wish we could hear you better. I can't.
His mic was perfectly fine when he was doing my stream.
I don't know. I can't hear him now, though. Can you? Is it cutting in and out?
It sounds pretty bad on my end.
Yeah, I can't. We can't hear you. So this is Deity 4 months ago edited. I just want to know what the source of this is. This thing right here. What is this? What am I looking at here? Is this something that he posted and where? Or is this something he sent to you directly, Hillbilly? Go to his community tab. It's still there. Thank you, Jesse. I mean, look at this shit, you guys. Look at this. Nobody wants to read all that. That would make it cohesive. Okay, all right.
Yeah, here's the thing. Even if you had it like perfectly legible or whatever, it's still like a massive wall of text with no paragraphs.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
His job was calling him the problem. I want to tell you guys that this is why. When you have a job, you sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and do your job. Not everybody is out to get you. Not everybody, the way that he painted YouTube schizophrenic, who's a friend of mine, it was ridiculous. He was making it like you totally you put his family in danger. It was such bullshit.
Oh, I put a lot of the blame too on his sister. His sister, I've gone back and watched some of the footage again. His sister just sits in the back, just getting more and more hysterical, just working him up even more.
My family can't even walk past the Dollar General anymore because blah, 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 blah. And you would think the way that he paints it is because everybody in this town in Alabama don't like gay people. And they're gonna commit some kind of crime against his family because he's gay. He never happened. He never got fired.
He makes the southern part of his country look like some sort of like dystopian wasteland where they're just dragging gays behind trucks every day if you step out of line.
Exactly. All right, Hillbilly. All right, so let's try your mic now again.
Speak.
Speak.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Better.
It's
if
better.
You can't hear me, go send this link to hillbillyhellride@gmail.com because I did it through a different device last time and it worked way better. So if you send it through my link, I can on my phone.
Ola Banana. I think that sums it all up. You have to work at your job. You do. You have to work there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
You hear
Sorry to all.
Gmail.
All right, I'll try it to your Gmail. YouTube Schizophrenic, can you talk a little minute while I do this? Because I can't multitask.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, I can still somewhat hear you, Hillbilly. So how are things going with your big debunk?
I mean, I already did it. It's really just sitting back and waiting for everybody to come and come to their senses, pretty much. That's
yeah.
Really
do you have the technical like capability of doing like a comparison of screenshots and like some dramatic music?
No. Right now, no. Because I'm not gonna bullshit and say I could do all that. But no, right now I don't have that ability because I'm doing it all mobile. The best I've got is jump cuts, but I can throw screenshots up. But right now, right now I'm about to start trying to find a way to make more money to put toward like a computer, because I would like to set it up and do it green screen style, and just be able to point things.
I'd love a green screen myself. Yeah, I know actually quite a few YouTubers that only have mobiles, and they make it work. I mean, it's actually kind of interesting. It kind of like fuels the creative process in a way.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
do
back.
it all
I just
from an Android or an iPhone.
Dude, try that link.
see
I
if that
just
came
sent it
in.
to your Gmail.
Yeah.
Try that.
All right,
We
I'm gonna
need to
drop it and do
update
that.
on what?
Yeah, it's interesting. I could kind of hear him fine, and then you join back, and then all of a sudden it's like his audio like lower, like you
It
joined and
was
stole
bad,
the
and
audio.
like if we can't, there's really
really
no
weird.
point. If we can't hear him, there's no
Yeah,
no,
like it's weird because his audio was perfect in my stream.
yeah, I don't know what's happening with it. It's nothing, you know. I know I suck at like this, all this technical shit, but this is really not my fault.
StreamYards is like I like it how simple it is. So I don't know,
It's
but it does
very
have
easy.
some issues.
Well, I can use it, so that speaks volumes. All right, so while we wait for him to come back, listen. There was like some other shit that like I don't know, you guys. It just I can't express enough what a disservice it does to people down south who are in the LGBTQ, because it is hurtful to them as a whole. And for him to like, all we heard today when I listened back to that shit was just him bitching about the job in retail that he has to do. Everyone in retail, that's the job, motherfucker. Quit crying about it. What the fuck?
He slanders the state of Alabama pretty hard.
I agree.
No, we're actually pretty cool. It's just that he's a fucking prick, and that's generally the only issue. You be a fucking prick around here, you get treated like a prick.
Well, so I started reading. So what ends up happening is, you guys, so Hillbilly ends up coming across, just being in, you know, following Onision news somehow, sees this motherfucker who used to work with his girlfriend, and sees him saying, "Hey guys, please send me money. I am a gay man in the South, in the deep South, and they don't tolerate my gayness here. So please send me money because I got fired after 10 years on the job for being gay. I also was sexually assaulted at my workplace. None of it ever happened."
None of it. All the dates on those emails are all bullshit. They are all photoshopped or something. Those dates are incorrect as far as like the term of events. He sounds like goddamn Carol Baskin.
Yeah, he never mentioned the Dollar General stuff to me during our conversation. So I will say that, and the dates not matching up is very interesting.
Thank you. Kyle says, when he read the email, I was dying laughing. All I heard is that he got fired because he didn't want to work. He kept talking about how hard his job was. He did so much more than his regular boss, and he did this and he did that. Listen, you go in, you punch in, you do whatever, you bend over and do what they want you to fucking do, because that's working. That's what you do. And
his
just
email,
don't like what they asked you to do doesn't mean that they don't like you because you're gay. That's a lie.
Yeah, his email to the Dollar General was very Deity-esque because it was very dramatic. He loved his job. It was very clear. He loved that job.
Oh, he loved it. He did.
I don't know. Like, I don't, if he wasn't working or whatever, it was a very easy job. It's probably why he liked it.
He didn't. He complained.
He complained nonstop.
Of course, he did more than anyone. Right.
Oh yeah, you know it. Literally, he says he did those 3 rolltainers. Everybody else did 7 and 9. He says he worked so hard. No, the only one who had to work hard is when my woman had to stand there and deal with his bullshit. Like,
listen, you know what really bothered me, you guys, when he said that that Mr. G guy, who was like an elderly man,
he was a sweet guy,
couldn't get by on his Social Security check, gets a part-time job, is doing his damnedest. How old was he, Hillbilly, this man? Approximately 60, 80? Where are we?
He was in the 70s.
He's in his 70s, okay?
He had 4 strokes.
4 strokes. Fucking butthurt Phil is accusing this man who's I think somebody said he was fucking a war veteran. I mean, if you're that old, I'm sure you probably fought somewhere. And he said that he purposely clogged up the toilets to get Deity butthurt Phil fired. That's what Mr. G did. And then when people asked about him, he just so like cavalierly said, because somebody was like, you're doxing him, like you're telling all his personal information. People know the store, people know the time frame, so they know who you're talking about. And he said all callously, oh, he's probably dead now anyway. That's what he said.
Dark. That's dark.
He said that.
Yeah. And honestly, though, that story about the conspiracy of the toilet clogging to get him fired, I think that's the early signs of his like paranoia. You know how he thinks people in his chat are spies.
Yes. Who's the
honestly? It fits the character. It fits the pattern.
Thank you. Listen, here's Bunny. Thank you, Bunny. I didn't know exactly what the quote was. He said it's okay to talk about Mr. G. He might be dead. That's exactly what he said.
That's very.
What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, so gross.
For an SJW audience, that's a very callous joke.
It's terrible, right? For his SJW audience, right? So, all right. So then, basically, now he comes out. So we find out that he wasn't fired for being gay.
No,
that's the bottom line.
He wasn't fired. Period.
Right. So what did he do to you now, Hellbilly? That you've come out and said. He wasn't fired for being gay. That's not what happened. He definitely accused you. He goes, well, this guy who's talking about me probably has more time in prison than he's ever had at a real job. So
never been in prison, guys. Truly, never been in prison.
So what I was trying to show before that said from 4 months ago, that was that big long thing that nobody wants to fucking read. What was that? Because your mic was going in and out. We didn't hear that.
Say that again.
That screenshot that you sent me, that was that giant novel. I know it's hard to differentiate from all his other novels, but
too long, didn't read, but yeah.
He did. Was that accusing you of being in prison, or what was that?
Pretty much, he said multiple times to his stream, I think it was stated in that he said he had sheriffs talk to me, he signed a warrant out on me. None of this is in existence. I have family. Listen to this part. I have family that is closely tied in with sheriff's department that literally looked it up. I have no warrants in any way, shape, or form. I mean, dude, you lied about that to try to make me look scary to your fragile audience, Philip. That was dirty as shit.
This is another example of one of his strange allegations he makes against people that don't make any sense. You know, like getting people in the sex trade. People putting people's families in danger. It's just, I don't know what. I would love to hear his thought process.
Oh, let me. All right, I'm gonna screen share something else.
I'm not even sure, like necessarily that he disbelieves any of this. I think he fully believes that yes, this man is scary. He must be. He must be.
No, I don't know.
He's trying to incite a riot in my direction because I have called him out. That's the bottom line.
It wouldn't surprise me if certain one of his moderators would have fabricated a screenshot of like a mugshot of you and then sent that to him to fuck with him. He's that easy to screw with. He doesn't check anything.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that you can't. That's another thing. Literally, if I wanted to take it to court and say that this person's going around publicly talking about supposed times I've been to prison, that's fucking slander, dude. You going around, actually put it, we'll pretend for a second like we'll validate anything Philip says. All right, guys, we're going to play this game for a second. Let's just say he's a respected member of society. He was a manager for 8 years at a Dollar General. I don't give a fuck who you are, what your sexual orientation. If you come at me and you were in a management position for 8 years or more, and you want to talk about somebody's reputation, I don't care if it's Philip. I don't care if it's somebody else's face on his body talking. If you're going to go as a 8-year veteran manager, I mean, I shouldn't say veteran, a veteran of Dollar General, basically a 8-year manager, you definitely should not be going around talking about people being in prison who've never seen the inside of a goddamn prison other than on a show. I ain't never been to prison.
and you're saying shit like that about me, if we want to play the triggered outrage community fucking card, Philip, oh my God, I'm so triggered. I want to press charges because you're saying I'm a fucking convict. Because you're telling people that you're sending sheriffs after me. Because you're sending death threats toward YouTube Schizophrenic. Dude, you can have police charges pressed on you with all your shit talking. Think about that.
He needs to produce some proof. That way we can, even if he sends something fake, he needs to show it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. He doesn't do any research.
This is hilarious. Hillbilly Hellride. I just typed up this really long post about the events that transpired in the last live stream I just ended, but I fat fingered it and hit the wrong button. And I have no idea where that entire freaking essay went. It has been lost to the cyberverse. Anyway,
I can see now that I switched devices.
I wanted to point out to you all that I was mistaken about the identity of the individual that was leaving.
Oh my God!
I can't even read this. I can't even read this.
I'll send it to you again.
This. I was mistaken about the identity of the individual that was leaving the comments on my message to Dollar General video, the dude that made the video about me. In the live stream, when you all brought this to my attention, I ventured over to my own video and checked the comments. I saw what had been written there, and I saw the person's username and assumed that this was the husband of the ASM. What does ASM mean, Hillbilly?
Acting store manager?
Thank you, acting store manager.
Something like that.
File the police report.
I'm the head of ASM.
I went to his channel and watched just enough of the video in question to know who this person is. And this person, now he probably goes on to describe the person physically, his family, his small cousin who doesn't eat apples at lunch. Like, what the fuck? No, the sales associate that he is in direct contact with have anything to do with my current situation or circumstances. Not a thing. Nothing. Zip. Nada. Now, that being said, what being said? Like, this is just like fucking like verbal vomit. What is wrong with this person?
Yeah, this.
Look at this, you guys. Look how
This
long.
is what happens when you
This is
count
borderline unreadable.
people saying too long didn't read.
Look at this. Look at this. What is that? What the fuck, dude? I can't.
I don't know how someone can type this out and not put some like paragraphs, something.
I don't know. I don't know. It's too much.
Typing in all caps.
It's too much, you guys.
TLDR. That's all there is to that. TLDR.
You serious?
Nobody wants to read that. Nobody. I'm sorry. It's too funny. All right, I'm coming back over. All right, so guys, I have so much more. I was typing in his chat, and I was like, the Westmost stuff. Oh, I can't talk about it because I don't want to upset.
I can go silent. But as far as your chat messages, you are completely blocked. Nobody could see them. However, I have been unblocked and invited back.
Wait, you couldn't see any of my messages where I was saying to him?
No, you've been muted.
Oh.
However,
I've been muted by him for so long.
It's so frustrating. Oh, Deity is streaming now. So he fucking exhausting, says Jesse H. I know.
I'm invited back, but I don't like his boring fat ladies, so I don't know if I'll actually have anything to say.
So stupid. Smelly says it needs its own publishing house. Fuck you. It's just over the top, and I just want you guys to know.
He could write a best-selling feminist novel.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen the meme or the video. Deity is very open about the fact he is a bottom. He wants to be very clear on that fact. He is a bottom.
Why? Why?
So we can write a book on that as well.
You know,
Alabama bottom, saggy titty grandma. Like we do. Oh, dude, I'll write you a song, Philip.
I don't understand that. I don't go around.
Oh,
telling, I'm heterosexual, but I don't go around telling people what I'm into.
You can't write a parody song because people might kill themselves. I caught that. I caught that
true.
part.
Yes, they will. If I go on with a southern accent and make a video where I have like a 5 o'clock shadow, that might make him. That might trigger him enough to commit suicide. I just wish you guys please don't fucking give him money and like perpetuate this bullshit. Please, you guys, just please don't do that. I know there's people here that go over there, and I don't blame you. You can like him. Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, I got an idea, guys. My laptop is a piece of shit. I don't want money from anyone or donations from anybody, but go over to Philip's channel because I've heard that some people donated him really nice cameras and offered him a laptop. And I think maybe we should force Phil to give me that stuff. I'll put it to use.
Let me tell you something.
You like to bully and take his lunch money.
Yeah, let's go ahead. He's already said I'm a bully and I'm a bad guy and all this. Philip, give me your lunch money.
You're a bag.
I'm a bag.
I'm a bag.
When he was asking for money for the cats, all of his cats to get spayed.
You can get that done for free at the Humane Society.
Listen, you can't get it done for free typically. That's the truth.
You can at ours. They have a big thing about it. I can drop
you can have it.
More than one person.
You can have it done for free, and there's big controversy about his cats.
Well,
he accused someone in the chat of telling him to kill his cat and stuff like that because of the
joke one time about the cat killing thing. It was one time. It hurt his butt so bad that instead of fixing the stove, he had to buy butt hurt cream. That's what happened.
Good damn, son.
And he's used the cat thing before to suss out the donations.
Absolutely. Oh no, Kanish. Jesus Christ, Kanish. Thank you.
I know. That was Jesus Christ thing.
Kanish is
that you can do.
His $100 is $4. Relax.
Yeah, well, I didn't think about the conversion rate. I was like, boy.
Deity claims that I offered to die. Oh, Kanish, I gotta send Kanish. I didn't know you were awake. I'll send you a link. He did Kanish so dirty today. He was like, what he said was, I didn't dox Kanish. He was like, Kanish showed his job and mentioned the fact that he could get a Google Drive. He was like, now listen, guys, he doxed himself because where else could you work in India where you could get a Google access to a private Google Drive unless you worked at bleep? That's not what, dude. Kanish did not dox himself. You fucking doxed his job.
I can get access to a private Google Drive.
Anybody can.
Okay, you don't have.
Yeah,
anybody can. It's not.
But that's what he said today. He wouldn't admit it.
He's not tech savvy at all.
You wouldn't admit it. But thank you for the super chat, Kanish. Kanish, do you want to?
Yeah, you don't need some advanced cyber job or whatever for that.
Sure, I lost my train of thought. I was going to show you guys some other. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. I got a couple other funny things. I just was unprepared. Listen, what I need to do actually is make an actual video so I can let me see what sugar. I got to go to sugar drops messages. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Let's look at these. All right.
Did y'all hear what Joe said about him?
Who?
Joe.
No.
Y'all don't know Joe?
Which Joe?
Joe Mama. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, hold on. I just want to show you what I have permission to use this, and I'm telling you guys, this is funny shit right here. Hold on. Let me turn this one off and let me go back into here so I can share my screen because I am telling you guys, Sugar Drop sent me some funny shit today that is from back then. And I just want to make sure that everybody is clear on the fact that this is what he came out saying that, you know, and he's going to be like, oh, you guys are obsessive or this and that. And by the way, I didn't have an issue with this person until he called me a crusty old hag. And remember when he admitted that?
Yeah.
I don't know what my age has to do with anything, and I'd like
in my private conversation with him, I did stand up and say you are a good-natured individual, and you should, in Deity should consider having a private conversation with you because you're not the devil.
Remember when I said to him, "Listen, we probably have a lot in common," and you know, I was like,
yeah,
right before the potato-headed Muppet thing came out around New Year's Eve, and I said we should probably talk, dude. I think you're going to dig
Yeah.
yourself a hole that you can't get out of. Let's talk. And no, that didn't.
And the thing that perplexed me, that I even brought this up to him, that he admitted this, to this day, he has still not watched your parody. I was like, really?
He
At this point?
definitely- Do you believe that?
The way he said it, yes, I do believe it.
No,
He said that he did watch the DC Media Girl video because of the Stevie Wolf reacting to it. But I fully believe him when he says he doesn't watch anything that is critical of him because of the amount of misinformation and things.
I don't think he watched it initially. I think he definitely took Michelle D's word for it, but then I think he watched it. I do think
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There could not be this much controversy. Listen, look at what a drama queen he is. Don't even tell me.
I think that maybe he attempted to watch it and maybe he broke down and just couldn't finish it. I don't know. That's a possibility.
It's 1.5 minutes long. He broke down.
He probably got to the part where you were making fun of him saying hello to all the people in the chat. Was just like, I can't do this.
Who made the memes? Whoever made the deity memes that I was around? Oh my God.
That is Friendly Neighborhood Cthulhu is who I'm thinking of. The one with deity doing 9/11, people having their way with deity, things like that.
Just turn all the Karen Baskin memes into deity memes.
This is good. All right,
Yeah,
here we go. So here's this is the last. All right, so I'm probably done on him tonight, but I just want to show you guys 4 months ago that this is actually his tweets and stuff. So when he's lying to you all, he's lying about what actually happened. He said right here when he says that he's the victim, right? Dollar General victimized him. This is him right here in tweets when his channel first starts around approximately, and he's getting people all riled up from the LGBTQ communities, letting people know he got fired for being gay. And not only that, he was sexually assaulted on the job from the hug from behind, and Dollar General let it happen. Also, they worked him like a white slave or some shit like that.
White slave boy.
The people that discriminated against him are lesbians. All right.
Yeah.
That's the part that always got me. Yeah, the people who allegedly discriminated against him weren't even straight. Like, how does that?
They're not hetero. All right, so here he is. 4 months ago, he's on Twitter. Oh no, wait, this is YouTube, right? So this is something after his video.
He's been heard telling customers the white slave boy comment outside of the store.
Right. That was ridiculous. Okay, so, hey guys, I'm currently working on a video that I intend on uploading once it's done. It has nothing to do with Onision. It isn't turning out quite as great as I had hoped. God, this guy writes so much. But it's the first time I've attempted to really talk about something else in content, and I think it is interesting. I sincerely hope you will all watch it and will derive some enjoyment from it. But I do intend on posting another video sometime tonight and doing it live as well. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive, for ensuring my message was seen or heard. I received a call today from someone acting as a rep for Dollar General, but unfortunately, I missed the call. I returned the call and left a message. I'm still waiting to hear back. I don't know if this is a result of what you all did or of me having it out with the DM and HR, but either way, I will keep you all updated because he went out and asked his fan base to reach out to his old job, and he doxed his boss, and he claimed that he was sexually assaulted at work. Remember, boy, YouTube schizophrenic?
Yeah, I want to state something else. If you notice, this is paragraphed out like a war statement. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I know. And if you want, keep sharing the video to their social media accounts. Keep reaching out to them. They need to know that they're very much in the wrong, not for my sake, for the sake of every LGBT person that is currently employed by that company that is being discriminated against. Phil,
harass who I wanted to harass.
You quit because Mr. G, who was dying, clogged up the toilet to frame you. And it was too hard for you to work there. That's what you said. You are a liar.
Yeah, this is a call to arms.
Guys, today came, and as time
this is a straight up call to arms.
To time at which my shift is scheduled, I realized I just can't do it. I can't be put back in that same environment in which I was being verbally beaten down each and every day due to my sexual orientation.
He can't help that the man takes big poops. Nobody would frame anyone with big poops.
Big oops. I just can't do it. As time ticked down to time for me to go, my anxiety was getting worse and worse. I couldn't breathe. My heart was bothering me. I opted not to go. I just told her I was not coming. I don't know what to do. It sucks that after 10 years, by the way, it was 8, the company isn't willing to take an employee that has given them 10 years of dedication and remove them from a hateful and homophobic environment. I sincerely hope that the store I applied to calls me soon. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make myself go tomorrow or even if I should. It's just mind-boggling that a company that supposedly values inclusion and diversity hasn't done a damn thing to help me. 254 likes. You motherfucking liar.
We need to get this alleged bathroom shitter on to defend himself from the
Jesus
slander.
Fucking Christ. Are you kidding me?
Jeff, hush, baby.
Oh. Oh.
Hush.
Kyle says, oh, the pain.
I'm surprised my dogs did not react to that.
Jeff, shush, baby.
My dogs would normally freak out if they heard
At
it.
the end, Ola Banana says, well, there you go, you guys. Questions? Comments? Concerns?
Unsubscribe to me if you think that old man set Philip up because he had to poop.
I think that's so mean, dude. He's probably constipated from being on pain medication because he had 4 strokes and maybe he took a big dump, but he didn't purposely flood the Dollar General, so Phil had to call his dad to clean it up. And
so wait a minute.
Job,
One more thing. One more thing.
Person into the workplace and let them. What if they get hurt?
I don't know.
When did the hug? When did the man raping him in the store evolve into the hug from behind?
That's what he
said.
That's
what I want to know.
Are those the same situations? Or?
Yeah, you guys all missed that, right? He screamed at YouTube Schizophrenic and was crying, and everybody was at YouTube Schizophrenic yelling at. Remember that? They did. They were like,
"Yeah, I saw that."
You brought up a horrible situation that you have all these women in there that are like, I've been sexually assaulted, and how dare you bring that up for your own views? He got a hug from behind from a fucking customer who works in a retail store.
YouTube fodder for fucking YouTube clips.
You know how many times I've been ass grabbed in my life? I'm 47. A lot. At a job. I can't sue the store. That doesn't mean my boss condoned it or encouraged it. You can't control people. You can, and as far, that was probably the most action he got in a year.
Well, the glory hole thing. I mean, it may not be true. He may be getting a lot of action. We don't know.
Jesus Christ! How dare you clog that toilet, boy?
I mean, dude, I cringe at I'm from the South, so I cringe at anybody calling somebody boy. That just don't sit right with me.
Right.
Especially when you're talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing if you're, in your 50s calling somebody who's 20 or 19 boy, but
I don't even think we're that far apart in age. I think that he's like 20, 28, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He's just a couple
I
years
think he's only like a couple years older than you. I think.
Yeah,
he does so.
All right.
Yeah, he had me muted the whole time too, which was that's the only part I was salty about. I was ready to do a shouting match. He muted me.
I kept seeing you turn your mic back on, and he kept turning you off.
Oh yeah, at the end there, before he booted me for the final time, I was just on off.
Funny. Oh shit, I'm dead.
Like, I'm literally, when I'm done with this, I'm going to my stream, when I can finally stream, my videos are about to just become fully meta videos. It's all going to be videos about the underbelly of the YouTube community, not diminishing anyone that I've encountered, but, basically life under 50,000 subs, life under 100,000 subs, and the communities that build within that bracket.
There
I think
are
it's going to be really interesting.
lots of 600 to 900 subscriber channels that get up to some absurd things that you should look into.
Yeah.
They are the underbelly that the big channels just don't want to cover because it's not going to get them clicks.
Yeah.
Shannon says, "Ola Banana, you're on fire tonight." I'm LOLing. All right. So listen. I think I'm done unless anyone has a question. Holly, check your Twitter DMs. Okay, well, I just listen. Hi, Susie Q. Oh, everyone congratulate my good friend Susie because she became a grandma a few days ago. And it's it's a big deal during the coronavirus.
Oh, I would also like that reminds me when you said grandma. There's a moderator for Deity known as Rainbow Granny. I am fully convinced they are heading the conspiracy about all of this. They seem to have connections to everyone everywhere, and they seem to be stirring the pot, pitting people against each other.
Shit stir if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting.
Easy. If I was like an actual troll, Kanish says, "Congrats, Susie." If I was an actual troll, dude, do you know how easy it would be to go in there and get under their skin and just upturn the upheaval? Would be so simple, dude. It would be so fucking simple.
The biggest obstacle, like I said, is the boring fat ladies that no one wants to sit around and sit there and play nice and all that. That's just they're bored. What are you gonna say?
Somebody need a fucking chair down in the chat. Ow! Yay! Fucking send one.
Super. Did I miss Smelly Cat super chat? I'm so sorry, Smelly. Did I miss it? Thank you for the super chat.
If I could get into
I did.
I would throw a chair right now.
Wait, I missed one from Ola Banana. My Banana, come on, why you do this to me? My bowels were churning. I had a turtle. It was quickly turning into a crayon. My rectum was crying for relief. It's very poetic, Ola Banana.
That is beautiful. Did you watch that video of him reacting or reading that story?
I so needed it. You're welcome. There's no way to read that other than dramatically.
And I'm sure y'all watched the breakdown of the emails that he supposedly sent. I think the main things to be looked at in that would be the dates and all the dates claimed. Yes. And then look at how he constantly would pause and talk about a snippet of it. But every time he did that, it wasn't debunking any fucking thing.
No, it did
Every time he stopped it and he would go, all right, I want to make a point right here. Let me smoke a cigarette and tell y'all. Okay, this says something about my employment. Now I'm about to talk about how this emotionally messed with my life, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
This right here where it says something about a certain date that I did this, I'm going to tell y'all a separate story, okay? Let me light a cigarette. Like, holy fuck, you have not debunked a single thing I've said. You have not proven to be correct one fucking time. You're going to keep sidestepping it, and I get that. But eventually, I'm not going to shut up, Philip. You're not going to be able to threaten me. You're not going to be able to shut me down, dude. Everything is getting out.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to go to your fan base and say, he's part of RSN and he's coming after me with RSN. He's part of the Sprint crew. They're coming after me. I'm taking my fucking story everywhere.
Yeah. And going back to the whole thing of him not doing any research at all, like what so fucking ever. Okay, I think that because he said as well that on Twitter and everything else that he has not watched any of your interviews you've done, Hillbilly. I think he legitimately doesn't understand the accusations people are making against him, so he doesn't know what to debunk.
It's a very simple accusation. Dude, you built a platform on a lie, and it happens to bother Hillbilly and I. And it bothers us not because we want your following, but because you are doing a disservice to actual victims of this shit. It's annoying.
I don't want your following. Your following is all retards. I don't want a bunch of idiots following me.
Idiots. We don't want them.
No.
Because you guys know that I have taken all of you up and I DM with you. Like, I'm good friends with a lot of people that he shit on, but these are people that were smart enough to know in the first fucking 5 or 10 days that he was full of fucking shit.
Yeah.
And he shit on people that have true mental illness. It's not right.
Yeah, and about the mental illness thing as well, that mental health master person, even he eventually noped out and has turned on. Like, pretty much everyone has turned on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, mental health master is completely gone now, wants nothing to do with it. I knew that was going to happen. Everyone he is friends with eventually has a huge public falling out with him, and it's interesting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the next one. I don't know who he has left on his friends list, but rapidly dwindling.
Me on Twitter, Elpo, and I'll give you a link.
Fun fact: all those people in that stream, the people that were on the stream with me, who were screaming at me and all those things, all of those people have come back to apologize, and I'm friendly with them now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
At some point, you know, at some point, the false god needs to, you know, recognize he's clearly got a problem here.
Right. And so, I mean, you guys, I was in his chat tonight, and the Westmost stuff, I won't say anything specifically, but it bothered me that the person that Westmost was making videos about, and you guys, if you saw my Westmost interview, was my last live stream, he went and he played his videos and his mods never shared the link to his original videos. That bothered me. He sat there and talked about the person that the videos were about when he gave that person a platform. Like Vince DeCotra, he never does any research, dude. He just takes something and runs with it. It's so fun and gets he was 8,000 strong. You're 7,000 people strong, and you're going to garner a reaction from these people. And not only did he actually request for people to go after the Dollar General people and the Dollar General and doxed Hillbilly's girlfriend's boss. Not only did he do that, he had people talking shit about Wes. He had people talking shit about RSN, people talking shit about me, all based on somebody that now he went and live streamed tonight and didn't like that person. Do your fucking homework, motherfucker, because you have a certain responsibility. If you have 8,000 people following you, you have a responsibility to them to do your homework before you set them loose on innocent people, which is what happened to YouTube Schizophrenic. He had people going after him, threatening him because he didn't like him. You don't do that. You have be more responsible when you have a platform. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The big issue I have as well, and this is the reason I'm hesitant to make any kind of true sort of bury the hatchet or anything like that in a big way.
You do that. I'm already mad at you, and you know that. If you make a truce with him, that's it.
Well, the reason I'm hesitant and would probably not consider doing that is he has a habit. You can go back and watch the RSN. He talks you can't watch his side, but he was talking so much shit before doing that stream with RSN. He goes in there, and plus he's out, in my opinion. I mean, if you're going to talk, he really did. He was talking so much. If you're going to do that, set up everything. Everyone was hyped, and it just kind of went fizzled out.
I'll just say this.
He also goes back on things that he says publicly and things like that too. So my private conversation with him, he'll probably go back on it at some point.
I can say that if you make a truce with him, I know I'm nobody, but you'll be able to call me an enemy, and I'm not two-faced. I'll tell you to your face. If you make a truce with that man, you can consider me an enemy, and probably a lot of people.
This is it. This is what I'm talking about.
That's just the long and the short. I'm just going to be honest.
The way that he backpedaled you guys.
I don't trust him anyway.
Listen, Kanish says it right here, and this is what bothers me. Out of anything, and then I'm going to change topics, and you guys, I would love for you to stay, but you don't have to. Anyone else can come on if you want. This is it right here. This is the bottom line with me, because I have a lot of gay friends, and I'm a lot older than you guys, and they have struggled, and they have been fired from jobs from being gay. And it's not cool for him to ride on the fucking coattails of that. Kanish says, I recall him yelling on stream, I was fired for being gay, and got confirmed by 10 more people today on a Discord group call. Thank you, Kanish.
Yeah, because that was driving me crazy.
Absolutely said that. And now, because Hillbilly comes out and tells us the truth, we find out never happened. Never got fired for being gay. In fact, the gay person who fired him is a lesbian.
Yeah, that's the one thing that had me perplexed too, is the whole because he kept saying that he was going to be he was getting fired because he was gay. I knew he was saying that. I have a pretty good memory, and I knew for a fact he had said that. I'm glad people are confirming it now.
Thank God, right?
Because when it switched back that he had quit, and that's what the big story was. I was like, huh? I'm positive you said something else.
It's just, dude, it's just so annoying to me. It's so wrong to do to the gay community to make this false fucking claim. It's so wrong to claim that you've been if you were sexually assaulted and YouTube schizophrenic, boy, this was very traumatizing to me, and you brought it up. A hug from behind, dude. I've had my boob grabbed more times than I can fucking count. Shut the fuck up. You were not sexually assaulted.
He hyped it up like he never said. I don't think he ever said directly that he was raped. He said he was assaulted. He was assaulted. I was imagining.
Assaulted. Did he not?
What?
And he said he was sexually assaulted.
Yes, sexually assaulted was the terminology he used.
And making him a PTSD. That's what he said. We find out yesterday his sexual assault was because a customer in a retail store, a gay guy, hugged him from behind, and also said that told someone he worked with he'd like to sniff the toilet seat.
Who said that? Now, is that a quote from Deity? He sniffed toilet seat, or somebody came in and harassed him?
The same guy who asked him where a customer was interested in him. And when he was working, the guy invaded his personal space and hugged him from behind. He wasn't expecting it. He felt someone behind him. The guy hugged him. It happens. Shit fucking happens.
My interpretation of what Deity said, though, and after that, where he said that, what somebody said about sniffing a toilet seat, is that he told a manager about somebody hugging him, and his manager made a joke to him about, maybe he was trying to.
I thought that too. But then he expanded on that and said that the guy, actually said, I wanted to, and he said he was really afraid and scared.
He could smell the crotches. Crotches.
Yeah, when I think of people trying to sniff the toilet seat, I imagine like he's in the stall and somehow the dude has like got under it. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, there's no stalls in the room. You have to give someone a key.
Dynamics of it. I just know that does not constitute an actual sexual assault. That's all I'm saying.
You have to have a key to get in the bathroom. So if somebody was waiting in the bathroom for him, it's because he let them in there to wait on him. That's the only way.
It's one of those bathrooms.
You have to have keys to get into all the bathrooms. So that means if somebody was in the bathroom waiting for him, it's because he gave them the fucking key.
No, he said the person broke into the bathroom and it scared him.
Yeah, no, these are like steel doors. You ain't breaking in.
Let's think
They're not stalls. It's a single bathroom.
Let's just assume that like Deity went into the bathroom. Hey, I guess he was doing his business, and the person snuck up on him and hugged him from behind.
Yes.
In the bathroom?
No. Yes, that's what he's claiming.
No, that didn't happen in the bathroom. Then, on a separate occasion, the same person who hugged him from behind tried to break into the bathroom when he was in there, and he was really scared. That's a sexual assault.
Okay.
This would have all been on camera. This would have all been documented on CCTV.
Of course it would. It's all bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
And people are giving him money when there are real victims of sexual assault out there. And he's making a mockery of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100% what's going on, y'all. I mean, hell, call it what you want.
Listen, I can't even talk about it anymore. I'm gonna move on.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's just a weird. That's just
we've
very weird.
Reached the apex of it currently because I mean, there's. I'm sure.
I don't know how far we can take this. Can we track down these people to get them on here to defend themselves?
I don't even think that this happened with the hug from behind. And the Kyle says the bathroom was the glory hole. His assault was on the floor of the store. Yes, thank you, Kyle.
There's no glory holes in either of these fucking stores. I've been in both bathrooms.
There's no glory hole.
I've been in both.
The glory hole thing's mainly a meme and a joke.
Elpo, did you DM me on Twitter?
Bus stop glory hole specifically.
Like ass and cigarette.
I think I'll take some pictures of that bathroom actually.
Yeah, yes, do that so we can see what the real deal is. I would love that.
They close in like 20 minutes, but tomorrow I'll definitely ask to use the restroom and go take a shit ton of pictures. I'll take pictures of the door, the lock, the inside the bathroom. I don't fucking care.
I don't know if you're like allowed. You could just record a video debunking Deity from within the bathroom itself.
I love it.
I can do that. I can actually, I could do that. Nobody will catch it.
Simulate trying to break into the bathroom, like how it's not possible.
Yeah. I will. And I'm not afraid because, dude, I'm a dickhead. So, like, literally, I'll lock the door from the inside and shut the motherfucker and then try to get it open on camera. Make them come and have to undo it.
There you go.
Listen,
It's like on the ground journalism.
You can break in it if you got a screwdriver, I guess.
Well, yeah, they're saying like he tried to stop it with his hand.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So I don't know. Like, so you could debunk that. Just like do a live debunk. Like this bathroom story doesn't check out.
As soon as I can go live, sub. When I get to 1,000, I'll go live. But for right now, I'll just have to make videos.
You 100%.
That's weird rules.
You re-victimized him. Remember?
Oh yeah, I made him a victim all over again. No, well, let's talk about my victimhood, Philip. Oh wait, because if I start talking like a victim, everybody will go, "This guy can handle himself," because I can. But dude, you attack my channel, you attack my family, you attack other people's families. You have slandered so many people, and your little mindless idiots are gonna buy whatever you want. But the thing is, there's more people than just me and them.
I just want to know one thing.
But here's the
I just want to know one thing, Bill.
Yeah, is that the people who follow him aren't mindless idiots, and they constantly turn on him once they figure it out.
Stop fucking lying to me. You're lying so much. You're making it hard for me. Every time you tell me something, I figure that you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you're faking. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know you're lying, but you sound excited, and you know that I know that you're lying.
Why, Phil?
Cue the rain. I got you. The rain, yeah. Turn on. A little bit more. Yeah.
Why, Phil?
Keep on lying to you. Yeah. Until you think
you're losing subs, Philip. Why you always
now,
lying?
Girl, I know you fibbing. Oh, you know you can't help it.
You can't help it.
You know what I want to know. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. Too much. Lying so much, you know. You're making it hard for me. Baby, you don't stop. Why the fuck you lying?
Oh,
Why you always lying?
It's like an Adult Swim type character.
Why you always lying?
Slap that together for Phil.
God, we're so sick of you lying, motherfucker.
We
Shut up.
We need to reach out to some people and get like a Deity parody on Squidbillies. That's what we need.
Why? Mine wasn't good enough. You said it was amazing. Remember? It ruined your
I
life.
got a Squid Billy tattoo, so I think that'd be a good idea.
Oh.
All right. So
Got me in so much trouble.
All right. I'm done. If anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat. We're more than happy to answer them. This isn't bullshit, you guys. We got somebody here that his girlfriend for a very long time worked at the same store. This motherfucker never got fired for being gay, and he was not sexually assaulted at the Dollar General. He was very upset because they made him do his job, and that's what happened.
That's 100% it. They made him do his job. He had a problem with it. He quit coming to work. Nobody treated him any sort of way.
In
the thing he showed, the store described him as a problem. It's not a glowing recommendation for your employee.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no. He's a problem. His sexual orientation isn't a problem. He himself is a problem.
Right. And now he can't even go to the store to buy chips. And his whole family is in danger.
That's a big point too. He specifically said there was one Dollar General. I put him in fear. He can't go to the Dollar General. You said there was 4 different Dollar Generals?
3.
3. Okay, there's three different
Dollar Generals.
Because if JB tries to buy potato chips, they threaten his family now because of us.
No, that never happens. There's a lot of really gentle, sweet women who run these stores.
Oh, thank you, Irish. Thank you, Irish. Thank you. Love it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Because I remember they specifically said that there was only one Dollar General in their whole town. They made it look like you all lived in some like medieval village with 30 people.
No. We have a large, thriving town here, man. We got $3 Generals, a Walmart, a grocery store, several gas stations, 2 liquor stores. We've got everything.
Wait, you have stores
Yeah.
there? No,
You're
you
not
don't.
like removed from civilization.
You don't have stores
We got dollars.
there.
We got $3 Generals, a Walmart, a grocery store,
No, you
several
don't.
gas stations,
No.
2 liquor stores. We have a
No,
full fucking town.
I assume there's like a police station because he's always talking about he lives in fear of people.
Oh yes, we have police constantly around. The county sheriffs are literally sitting probably a quarter mile from his house right now, y'all. They're everywhere. The sheriff always comes by the stores. They're always good people. Everybody, it's a nice community. He paints us in an ugly light, and I know he's not going to stop that, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
All right,
he's
here we
a
go.
fucking
Yeah, the
fighter.
mayor of that town needs to have a conversation with him.
You guys, this is another thing that really bothered me.
I want to have a conversation with him.
Listen, I don't have a problem when people take donations or tips. You guys know that. I'm not going to refuse free money. If I entertain you and you want to drop me a tip, I'm going to take it. I don't ask for it. You can't find one clip of me ever asking for money on YouTube. But if you want to donate to me, I'm grateful for it. I've actually cried before when I had like a bill to pay and you guys like help me out. I care about like my subscribers. You guys know that.
If you want to donate to me,
really
just donate to her.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it really bothered me when he was talking about the cats because you guys know that my parents have a stray and feral cat sanctuary and I work there for free. People in the town drop fucking stray cats off in grocery bags. It's the grossest shit ever. Okay, we never ask for money. My parents, my father and his wife, they do that shit for nothing. They spend a lot of. In fact, I will have no inheritance because of what they do for animals. But I don't care. I don't mind it. He asked for money for those cats to be spayed. Remember, he asked for it, and when somebody offered not once but twice to give him money, but they wanted a direct line to the vet. They said, if you give me a direct line to the veterinarian, because they didn't want to just hand him the money, and I don't blame them, that they would absolutely pay for those cats to fucking get spayed. And he said no.
And the cats can get spayed for free, apparently, right?
He said no. So this is what some of this doesn't entirely make sense to me either, but I haven't watched much since early January. I can only say what I heard. He had a cat that gave birth to a litter. One kitten had fatal medical issues. It died after a few days. Dee said that this happened with a previous litter. Someone said he should get the female cat spayed so it didn't happen again. I remember this. He said he would take care of it when he had the money. I probably sent at least half of what the procedure would have cost, but soon after this, the drama started getting too much. And I remember that they fucking put this person down and said that they made fun or made a joke about his cat dying. No, they tried to pay to make sure that that cat didn't have another litter because clearly they couldn't handle making sure that kittens didn't die. And it had a second litter and another cat fucking died. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And more than one person offered if they were given the veterinary person's like information, they would have paid directly for that litter or for that cat, with the mama cat, whoever, to get spayed. And you know what? He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't give the vet's information. And not because he was afraid he was going to get doxxed.
Oh, he's not worried about that.
He wanted the money, you guys. He wanted the money. It wasn't for the cat to get spayed.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Yeah, that sounds like a straight up donation scheme right there. Because he was crying the blues about those cats for a very long time.
That's exactly what that was. Total fucking scam, right there.
Yeah, especially if like I said, he could have got him fixed for free. Like he claimed he looked into all these places. He couldn't find anything at all.
Prove me wrong, Phil. Prove to me that didn't happen. That fucking happened. You had subscribers willing to pay to spay the cat, but you didn't. You asked for money to get the cat spayed, but then when people said, "I'll do it," but I need to pay the vet directly. Let's
let's put all that aside for a moment. The amount of donations he was getting were absolutely crazy. He was donating to other people like Stevie Wolf and everything else. He's donating to the Onision victims. He's clearly not hurting for money, right? If you're doing all that.
Yeah.
So why not just pay with your own money?
Thank you, Fury. I've seen that a few times. Someone getting donos wants cash only. Get the fuck out of here. Exactly. That wasn't because he didn't want money for the cat. He didn't want somebody to call the vet and pay for it directly. He wanted the money.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's starting to come off as if he cried. Like he always talked about how his stove is broke, his house is, his trailer's a wreck.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's starving, doesn't he?
looks like some crying poverty might be going on. Some Elvis travel style stuff.
You think?
Sounds about like it.
All right. So I'm going to move on to the next now because I frankly feel sick to my stomach.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully he will change his tune because he's doing that thing again where he talks about how he acknowledges his issues, but last time he did that within like a month or two, he was in some other type of drama doing the same thing again. So we will see.
Well, I mean, what are you saying? You think something's going to change here, or?
I mean, this is the first time he's actually open to talking to people critical of him. I will see if he talks with more people critical of him. He needs to talk to Hillbilly. He needs to talk to Kanish. He needs to talk to a bunch of people. He needs to make the round.
I'm willing to listen to him talk, but the only thing I'm going to accept from him is I lied. I lied. And he's going to have to say that to his whole fucking audience. He's not just going to say it to me. He's going to say it to all of them that he lied and got all of these motherfuckers attacking us and me and you and everybody they're attacking. Nah, I want him to admit to his whole shitty retard audience that he is lying and pushing them to attack random people. I know they're not going to stop.
No, that's the problem. I agree that that's the problem. Not only does he get people to admit, like, or to divulge their mental health issues and then shits on them and exposes them for it. Not only does he do that, he also just, completely lies about his own situation to try to get, dude, if you like, how many times have I said, if you donate to me, this is what I'm going to spend it on. I'm going to put it towards like my water bill. I'm not going to tell you that I have a bunch of cats that need to be spayed. And if you want to pay my water bill directly, I'll give you that information. People want to pay the vet directly, and he wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, like the excuses he uses a lot of times for his money issues that reverts back to his and he says that he has like a heart condition. He buys medicine for like, how much is this medicine? Like he's got the free money to do other stuff.
Please.
I don't know. It must be some expensive medicine. And I know there's some other theories going around for what he's spending his money on. We're not going to get into that.
$20 a month? Give me a break.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing's disgusting. All right. So if anybody has any questions, you guys hit any of the three of us up. We're all on Twitter. The Tweeting Schizophrenic, Hillbilly Hellride 2, and me. You guys know where I'm at. Anything else? And if anybody ever wants to come up and express, because you guys know that I have taken you in with love in my heart. I have so many people now.
I appreciate everybody here, all the support. This wouldn't get out without Holly, without the YouTube Schizophrenic, without RSN. Y'all can hate him if you want. I ain't hearing that shit. I know. I'll get to that eventually. But guys, appreciate everybody here because we're not trying to stir up drama. We're not trying to drag up old news. We're trying to get the truth out there, and we're trying to help people.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want you guys know the reason I expose people is because I don't want anybody to be victimized. I don't want anybody to be dropping $20 on this motherfucker when that $20 is probably going to a Taco Bell, 26 pack or whatever. Like, it's not right. It's not okay. Especially when this dude fucking is preying on people, younger people, what I call kids, early 20s. They're like, yeah, I'm gay. And I worked at a job where someone treated me differently. And of course that happens. I'm not discounting that. Of course it happens. Did it happen to him? No. We proved it. We proved that never happened to him. He's a liar.
Yeah, and like he's also he goes after smaller channels, like sits there and
Yes.
just smears them, and like
This is why he ignored me tonight. His channel is what 8 times more subs than mine, but he wouldn't even acknowledge me when I was typing in his chat tonight. Wouldn't even acknowledge me.
yeah, and I noticed that like Hillbilly has talked about how they attacked his channel, they've attacked an ASMR channel, they attacked they've attacked multiple small channels. They've attacked the Friendly Neighborhood Cthulhu to some extent. They've attacked. They went after me a little bit too, but that was
Holly,
early on.
they went after you a little.
Well, I mean, early on, like back when it was overwhelmingly negative. Now it's mostly positive.
That's when I came and got you and scooped you up. Remember?
Yes, around that time, yes.
Right. So don't say
now, oh no, I've got right after that stream I did with him is when the most of it was happening.
Right, and I came and I immediately came and got you. Remember?
I think I did your stream before I went on his stream. I think.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Because he was dogging you out in comments and shit.
Yes, and then I think I went on your stream again after I did that stream with him.
He was dogging you out in comments. We were both getting attacked by that vicious Michelle D, and so I came and got you and brought you on.
Oh, we should do a whole stream just about Michelle D. You could do a whole video on Michelle D. That's just
so I came
absolutely
and got
insane.
you and I scooped you up and took you in, and we've been friends ever since. So.
Yeah, I was actually in your comment section and stuff prior to that, so we had a.
Yeah, well, we're in love, so I mean, everyone knows that.
Obviously, I'm white knighting you. Apparently, that's what I'm hearing.
Oh, really? Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, thanks. All right, so listen, I'm gonna move on to the next shit. And actually, I was the last thing I was gonna say is like, I think I also said that it bothered me about the West Most stuff, and I'm not gonna bring you into it, but it did bother me that. I mean, this is strictly not about the specifics, but strictly about the hypocrisy. And you know, he gave Muse a fucking platform with no research, and then once it's a perfect example. Let's take aside the person that set aside the fact that it is Muse, okay, and he put her up on panel and white knighted for her, and now tonight you see him reviewing Wes's video and all about West Most this and West Most that. You were on her side. You gave her a fucking platform with zero research yet again, and it didn't. And now it's like this is a motherfucker who goes with whatever is popular in the moment, and it's gross.
Yeah. And setting aside the characters involved, setting aside the characters involved here, let's just look at the basics of what happened. You gave this person a platform, you allied with them, then you go on like one of their worst enemies' streams, and then publicly tell them to leave you alone.
Yes,
that's kind of shitty.
I don't know. There's
no loyalty.
It doesn't matter who it is. That's what I'm saying. Whatever is popular in that moment is what this guy does.
Oh, he flips like 180
at the expense of anybody. He does not care.
And he even admitted to me in our private thing he probably should not have done that publicly, because I just don't know what goes through his head why he thinks that's a good idea.
No, Susie Q, you should resub today. If you didn't watch his video today, that's that News Talks chick that plug your ears, YouTube schizophrenic. We're working on this. We're working through the issue. You should continue to sub him because he was set up clearly. So anyway, we won't discuss that right now. Yeah, and here we go. And here's another example too. So Kanish says, Heavy Down was so loyal to Deity. Look how he treated her. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like the whole Heavy Down. I'm actually glad they came back and are trying to get involved in it. I would like them to have a conversation with you at some point, because for some reason they had like such a monstrous opinion of you. I think they might be more willing to actually talk.
I have no idea why. I don't understand the issue. Like I don't know what her problem. Like
I don't know why you would be like why would you go like be friends with real streamers but not be friends with you? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Exactly. And the reason she didn't like me to begin with is because I was friends with CJ, so it makes no sense. And I'm a person, so I don't. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't.
That was her original issue, right? Other than the parody.
Yes. Right. Other than the parody that I did about Deity, where I made fun of his fucking Southern accent. Whoa.
Yeah, and I approve of the parody stuff. I approve of all the merchandise people are making, including the stuff about Muse. I approve of that too. But we're friends with me and Heavy, so I don't get it. It's weird.
Dude, I can't. I don't know. And I like everybody knows that like I'm considered people mistake my kindness for weakness, but I'm considered a very forgiving person. So
yeah, I mean, like I don't think she's done anything too bad other than talk some shit. That's about it.
Can you link the channel? Who West? Can one of the mods please put in Westmost's video for Susie Q? I'd appreciate that. Thanks. All right, so listen, I have some other stuff to talk about, and you guys can stay absolutely if you want. You might not know what I'm talking about, but you're more than welcome. I'm obviously not going to talk about the West stuff because YouTube Schizophrenic is here, so I won't do that.
Actually, I'm gonna step out, you guys, because you know the drama community is so fickle, and we dealt with what I needed to deal with, and I don't want to get swept up in anything. But you guys, y'all handled it. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everyone in the chat. I appreciate the platform. Again, everybody sub to them. They're fucking amazing. I'm sure you already are.
I'm so sorry that you were such a tiny channel, and the way that those moderators came after me and YouTube Schizophrenic, I can't even imagine what that might be like with someone with like 20 subs. I can't even. Thanks
to you guys, I'm almost at 120, so I won't be small for long. I got a lot to say, and I'm going to make sure it all gets out there.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you again, and I'll continue watching for sure. But everybody have a good evening. Over and out. Hillbilly Hellride.
Bye. So that was interesting. I thought it was interesting too, and this is like the third time it's happened now. So it's, like when you said, you were like, well, he said he never even watched the parody. I think he's full of shit. When I said I was going live at 8 o'clock, he went live 12 minutes before I was supposed to. And I purposely said that when I had every intention of going live at 9, because that's now the third time that's happened. He just wanted to make sure people didn't hear what I had to say. Because he can say, if it's about CJ, he can say, listen, this is personal. We got beef, whatever.
The one thing I was trying to get through to him in our conversation was that, okay, they are not the same person. If you have issues with one, that doesn't mean the other person is, the same. You can, I don't know. I felt like I got through to him. I felt like he walked away just like we were laughing and joking by the end of it. So, but then he's done that before. He's done that before where seems like he's acknowledged some things and moved on. But
when was this? Which time are you talking about?
Which time?
Recently? I was defer. You mean recently that this happened? That you?
Oh yeah, we had our conversation yesterday.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, well, he unblocked me on everything. I'm welcome back on his channel. I even jokingly said I should be made a moderator to put fear into the other moderators, just to put them in a state of unease.
Right. Well, but, I don't. You never did anything wrong. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing about like how I was saying. Maybe he'll straighten his act up going forward because he's never done that before. He's unhidden a bunch of people.
Listen, I tried to initially, like, I just tried to counsel him because I'm like twice his age probably, and I just I was trying to tell him, just do your research. Don't with the potato-headed Muppet shit. I was like, dude, don't fucking put all your eggs in one basket. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, and
it was all about channel building for him, and it didn't matter who he dogged out because he let that motherfucker get up there and say that I was Yap Yap from the TCAP community and she was me, and that I hacked Vince's channel. I can barely run a live stream. Everybody knows that. It was so.
Yeah, I have someone saying that I've hacked Vincent now. I was like, are you serious?
That's hilarious.
That was funny. Now Vincent didn't say that. Was just other people speculating that. I want to be clear.
Yeah, you are. Oh, Kit Kat. I don't know if you want to come up. I finally watched the clapback that we got. It was so weak. And I was gonna talk about Ms. Fucking Wonderful too and the blowjob, which I thought was disgusting. I don't know.
Yeah, the
YouTube's get surprised, like, huh? Yeah, somebody got a live BJ
really.
on the YouTubes. Yeah, it didn't
Is
even
that
get blocked or anything. The person took the stream down before there was any. Oh, look at that puppies. Who's that puppy? Who is that?
that is baby Nuggets.
Oh, hi Nuggets. Oh,
Yeah,
that dog's so scruffy. It's cute.
oh, a lot of them are scruffy. They get that from their father, who's this
Aw.
scruffy all over.
Queen of Spurg. Looks like Holly holds RSN under a different light. I don't know what that means. I've never been I'm always transparent about my friendship with CJ. I don't know what that means. Like anything.
Yeah. Well, how in the world did they get past the censors with that one? Like, was it like off the off the screen somehow, or what?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You said that someone did a live blowjob on YouTube, didn't you?
Oh, well, so she was live, and she, this is somebody from the bigger drama community. Keemstar even put it up. I think Keemstar put up, her boyfriend took his penis out on cam like a week before this. They're standing in the kitchen talking. It was so bizarre too, wasn't it, you guys? Kit Kat, did you see? I didn't see it until I saw it on Irish Stevo's. So Chillin' Dylan there, he's standing in the kitchen behind her. He slaps her in the ass, and then he looks down and he fucking takes his dick out, inspects it, and puts it back in his sweatpants. I was like, what the fuck? And then I think that guy, I think what happens is it's like a dirty delete, right, you guys? Did you see it, Lee? Oh,
yeah.
So, I mean, don't forget when she was grinding her father. Well, that was weird too. The lap dance was fucking weird. So, yeah, she lap danced her dad. I don't know. So, I'm pretty sure. What did Mary say? I think she got a strike for it. Which one? The live BJ, the lap dance, or him taking his dick out?
Man,
I don't know. Dude, it was so bizarre. So anyway, she just leaves for whatever reason, there'll be like 400 or 500 people in that chat watching. Well, she just goes about her life and she just like leaves it in the kitchen or whatever. And I think that she thought that like they couldn't see her. So,
yeah,
I'll play it. I mean, the BJ was gross as fuck. I don't know that, I don't think that Steve-O would mind if I showed it. I could show it if you guys want to see it.
Well, you're gonna play the BJ or
the live BJ, or you tell me if it's a BJ. And also, it looks like he's recording her on his phone. The reason that it bothers me so much is that this person is fucking trash with trash content. And she threatened my friend Zigzag. She said, where does this bitch live? Someone give me her address. I'm going to burn her house down with her inside. And so do I have a personal vested interest in that? Sure the fuck I do, because that's one of my best friends on YouTube. It bothers me. Yeah, so I think that people should have fucking struck her.
People going around claiming they live in fear of me, and I don't go around saying things like that. That's crazy.
She actually said that. It's like a terroristic threat. She legit said that about my friend Zigzag.
Yeah.
Now that the fat guy is gone, Link, I don't think that he's fat. Elpo, did you DM me on Twitter? If you didn't, I can't send you the link. Why do you do this shit? God damn, you're so annoying. Yeah, don't fuck with my Ziggy. Exactly, Kit Kat. Yeah, so I don't know, like, I could definitely show it if you guys want to see it. I don't know if anybody wants to see it.
I mean, is it possible it's one of those things where they faked it for the attention?
Hell no. No. Okay. It was a like whoops. It was like we're out of the frame, and then the grossest part was like the song in the background was like that song about a stripper. What's that song? I'm in love with a stripper, or
oh god,
a hooker or something. I don't even know. She has bigger fish to fry. What do you mean, Mara? So trailer trash slut gave blowjobs live. Yeah, it was disgusting. They were drunk. Thank you, Kit Kat. That's exactly what it was. They were drunk.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some people forget to turn their cameras off and everything like that. That gets people in trouble. That's why I put tape over mine when I'm done.
Well, I have tape over mine if it's I close mine because I feel like the government's watching. I don't
Oh,
like it.
yeah.
They do. They do. I swear to God.
They do. They admit they do.
I know. That's you guys can do you guys know that every tweet that you have ever tweeted is in the Library of Congress? And you can see them publicly. You can go see any tweet that's ever been publicly tweeted. I'm not saying DMs, but anything that has been publicly tweeted is in the Library of Congress. I think right now it's running 8 months behind. So anything that you tweeted 8 months or prior, you can go. I don't know the process. I don't pretend to know it. I think it might be a FOIA thing, but you can go see anything that has been publicly tweeted up until 8 months ago, ever, in the Library of Congress. Fact. So
Interesting.
if you don't think they're watching you, you're ignorant.
And the Chinese government builds a lot of the Chinese country produces a lot of electronics. And if you think the Chinese government isn't doing something to it to make sure they can watch us as well,
Agreed. I think that well, now people are gonna. Oh, and by the way, when YouTube's schizophrenic and I talk like this, why don't y'all go back to a nice little stream that we had the third week of January, before when the government was still saying that the coronavirus there was a global overreaction and we had nothing to worry about and it was no worse than the flu. You remember that?
oh yeah,
That
nothing to
stream
see
was
here.
from,
Move along.
January 21st or something. 2 months before anything was closed down in the United States. So you can call us crazy and paranoid, but that happened. That happened.
And we also tried to discuss a certain other topic, and it led to people getting booted off. The stream just going dark at one point.
Yeah, we got kicked off for talking about it, and that wasn't the first time. It happened in that stream as well. Remember, you couldn't see my avatar or anything in the first one. And then the second one, I got completely kicked off. The one from 3 weeks ago. That one, or no, I think it was I think it was only 2 weeks ago. I got completely kicked off. That one. Yeah, once you said COVID, the minute you said that,
it was right when we started trying to discuss a certain video that was posted to your Twitter.
Yes, and I got right, which is the one that got taken off my phone and everything else.
Yeah, which is why I thought it was hilarious, considering the fact that it keeps getting deleted on any device with Wi-Fi. We try to talk about it, we get immediately deleted.
Yeah, and I posted it on Twitter, and that's gone as well.
It's gone now.
Yeah, the post is gone. Anyone who originally got the post, I think, can still see it in their feed. I'm pretty sure. But the post, you can't, you know how you can go through through the timestamps or whatever. You can go through your feed. If you are someone who follows me, you can no longer see it unless you commented on it at the time or you saw it if you clicked on it. I think you can still see it, or maybe not. It might be gone too. But you can't see it now. It's gone. The post doesn't exist. So if I go through my history of things that I tweeted, I can't see it anymore. I think I tweeted it to you directly, so it would be interesting to see if you can still see it. I wonder if you can.
I mean, I can still see it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Right. So if anybody interacted with me, they can see it, but it's still not it's no longer a free tweet, right? It's just out there in the atmosphere. Isn't that weird? It's very bizarre.
Yeah, that's really
and it
strange.
wasn't even listen, I don't even think the tweet was that crazy or anything. So do you really think anyone would let him? I don't know what Mara's asking. Trump gets blamed for every damn thing. Well,
I don't think I mean, he downplayed the coronavirus the way everyone else did.
He did it initially, but he was listening.
I think he's reacting.
WHO and everyone else, right? And he would have sounded and looked stupid if they're. It's kind of bothering me too that he keeps tooting his own horn about shutting down the China thing. All right, dude, you say it every fucking day. Yay, you stopped travel from China. Good job. Just you don't have to fucking.
I think after this, maybe we should just stop all trade and just let their economy collapse. We were doing quite well at that at one point, as far as like a bunch he was getting other countries involved.
Do you know our biggest export? One of our biggest, I think it's in the top 3. One of our biggest exports to China is chicken feet. Chicken feet. We have a huge poultry industry, and we don't want the feet.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
so
why not?
They take the feet. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Darby eats chicken feet. They sell them at Tractor Supply and like the pet food stores. They make like they deep fry all this weird parts from like animals that nobody wants, and they deep fry the chicken feet, and it almost listen. If I was on like Naked and Afraid and I was starving, I think like 4 to 5 days in, I might eat a deep fried chicken foot.
There are people who eat chicken feet. I mean, there's pickled chicken feet you can buy. I've seen them.
It's like the top third. It's like the third export, American export to China is chicken feet. They love them. They eat them. They absolutely eat them.
Like eating bats and everything too. I've seen that, and some strange looking bugs that don't particularly look appetizing.
Hogan says they sell chicken feet at our Winn-Dixie. What do you mean? Like in the pizza rotisserie thing? Like, where do they sell? I mean, here they don't sell them to eat, but I mean, I'm on the East Coast, but they sell
dogs
for dogs for treats, but nobody eats them like for real. Bunny says chicken feet taste like nothing. How do you know that, Bunny? Where do you eat?
Has anyone ever had pig's feet? How do you buy those?
I've never eaten them, but I've seen people eat them, or I've been around people like the pickled one. Cat says in a package, Holly. Really? I mean, you buy it in a package? Ugh. Gross. Yes, people eat them. I didn't know that. I mean, I kind of a yes and kind of no, but like.
Yeah, I don't know like what they would even taste like. I just imagine they're like really bony and like chewy.
Bunny says that she tried it once and they taste like nothing. Well, there's not a lot of meat there, but they're both like when Darby eats it, you can hear him. It's like you can hear him crunching it, and then it smells like chicken McNuggets in the air.
Maybe they bread them and fry them, and like they put stuff on them to make them have flavor.
Any pork other than bacon skeeves me the fuck out. Right. So the hooves and the feet, dogs too, they sell like the hooves, and then it's got like the bone marrow inside.
I want to have one of those like things where they have like the roasted pig with the apple in the mouth. You know, just eat the whole pig.
All of it, like the whole parts.
I mean, if it's safe to eat. Why not?
I don't want to, but if it was life or death or something, and I didn't have any choice, then I would.
Oh, I try every food at least once, because sometimes like sushi like is a weird thing to try when you think about it, but that tastes pretty good.
I love sushi actually. Hogan says I couldn't handle the pickled pig feet. The jelly throws me off. Oh, so you're okay with the actual feet? It's just the shit that they like store it in that you have an issue with.
Oh yeah, that's. I think they store eggs in the same stuff. I've noticed. It's
gross.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to talk about the Boit for a second real quick. I don't know if you guys saw, this is probably going to shock you, but I went on Dave the Fisherman's panel today. Anybody want to come up and discuss? And I did see the unitard clapback, Mary and Kit Kat and Ziggy. I saw it. Mary says I like veggie sushi. I don't like the sushi that has the roe, I don't like that has the orange fish eggs on the outside of the rice. I don't like any the only raw fish I like tuna rolls. I like the raw tuna. It's very healthy for you. I like, what else do I like? I don't like anything that has tentacles and shit. I don't like that. I don't like octopi. I don't like that sushi.
I love that stuff. That stuff's great. I don't like the stuff that like actually actively sticks to you, but yeah.
I think the roe sticks. When it has like the orange eggs on the outside, you like that?
Like the
fish eggs.
Oh, the caviar.
Well, it's not caviar on sushi. It's like a
okay, yeah, I know.
And then it's dipped. It's rolled with like the orange eggs. Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that to some extent. Yeah,
it's salt. My son likes it. You guys are the same age. You're gross. It's salty. Ugh, it's gross, and it's fish eggs. It's just bleh.
Yeah, the stuff I don't like, they try to put in sushi. They try to put like cucumber and stuff in there. I was like, oh, that stuff's gross.
Oh, well, yeah, like that's. I think that's what Mary's talking about. Like aren't the California rolls like just cucumber, avocado, and there's not actual like raw fish or whatever in there. Raw
Yeah,
salmon
I'm
is nasty.
not a fan
No,
of
it's not. I like raw salmon. I like the raw salmon ones. I like the raw tuna ones. I like sashimi, but I only like certain ones. I don't like the octopi shit. The shrimp ones, I like those.
so good. I like the octopi stuff better cooked.
Ew. But you can see the little suction cups.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't like it when it's still moving. I probably am not comfortable eating something that's still actively trying to escape.
Well, there's a thin line when you can still see their little tentacles moving. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, like some people can eat that. I'm like, okay, what if it was screaming? Roll the line there.
Heather, I love Philadelphia roll. Salmon and cream cheese. I like that one too. I like the salmon ones, and I like the tuna ones, and the sashimi. I like the shrimp ones. You guys should see. You know what? I'm gonna put out a video as soon as I'm done. I have sushi action figures.
Have you seen those like octopi sushi things where they pour like soy sauce or something on it, and then all of a sudden it like comes alive again and starts freaking out?
I saw that on a video. I've never seen it in real life.
Oh yeah, that stuff's freaky. That's just unnerving.
Why do you want it to move before you eat it? It's like people like the show of it, I guess, that you pour like the salt on it and it constricts their little
seems like a choking hazard
right before you eat it. No, thank you, Susie. I don't care for eel. Me neither. I don't like the eel either. Me neither. It's gross. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like eel.
He did a crying stream after the Clorox wipe clap back. Who did? Oh, she did. Yes. And Kit Kat says pathetic. Yes. Do you guys want to talk about it before I go? Or are we done? Because if we're done, we're good. And then I'll tell you guys, drama community, and I don't think anyone's here from Boyd, but Dave the Fisherman has turned over a new leaf. He decided that, yes, the sodium makes the muscle move. Right. It constricts them and it makes them move. And so they do it just for the show of it. And there's some sort of interest, and it makes, I don't know how that's appetizing. You see what I'm saying? So you pour it on there and it makes the little tentacles constrict or whatever else, or it makes the little, the shrimp, the little tail moves, and people like that.
You should try frying it and breading it. That's the best way to eat it. That way it's not alive, and the suction cups don't do anything. But
somebody just DM me something interesting. Tread lightly with the fisherman. Susie, I'm not all in. I'm just saying that he has decided that he's not going to, he used to follow people around, say that he's going to meet them IRL. He's going to kick their ass and all this shit. And when he said that he was not going to do that anymore, and he's got a new woman now, he's going to try to live his life just, strictly for himself. And I'm not a big fan of kicking people when they're down, or if somebody is trying to make a positive change and they're trying to be better, I think that you should probably support that, because if you don't, and if you're just all negative, then you can't bitch about them continuing to be an asshole. If you push someone to be an asshole when they're trying to make a market improvement, then you're not helping then you cannot turn around and bitch about them being an asshole, right? If they're trying to be a better, and I'm not saying everyone's sincere, okay? There's a lot of fucking assholes that pretend that they're trying to do better, or they've turned over a new leaf, or etc. I'm not saying I believe everybody. I'm just saying that if you actively circumvent that and push back against them and shit on them and kick them, step on them while they're already down and they're trying to do better, then you cannot turn around and complain when they suck. because you are actively helping them suck. If you're actively helping them do better and you're supporting them, and then they turn around and suck on top of it, then you can be like, all right, you fucked me. Right. But so I'm not that heavily invested. Susie, I just wanted people to know that I did go on Dave the Fisherman's panel today. I don't know if you know that, Susie Q. A lot of people would be surprised. Mary, did you know? Wog was in there. He offered me a link. And so I went up. He said he wanted to squash the beef between me and him. And I went on. He was talking about Elvis Travels, who he supports now, which is weird. And we talked about it. And he says that he is on the love and peace train. So Mary says, well, Holly, there's some people that have done too much, in my opinion. I agree with that. I agree there's no coming back for certain people. But at this time, you know, like I feel my son has my ex-husband. You guys know my son was born in the tri-state area. I lived in New York City for over half of my life. So we're losing a lot of people and stuff. And like in this environment, it might be different than people that are in like North Dakota and you don't understand what everyone else is seeing. I just think there's bigger octopi to fry. That's all. So I'm not gonna, you know, if somebody is going to make a concerted effort to be a better person, I just feel like if you don't actively support that and then they fuck up and they're shitty, that you didn't even help. You didn't even try. You didn't even try to take a chance to be better. Let's just give it a shot, right? And if
That's what I'm trying to do with the false god. A little bit, try to keep him on the straight and narrow.
I agree, and I think that I think that's all you ever tried to do, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
you only got harsh after that time with the boy thing, and you had every right to react that way. But before that and after that, I feel like you were just trying to be like, dude, I supported you. Like, what is this? Like, I never.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to try and keep people from doing things that are necessarily bad just from within than from the outside.
I agree. And that's all I'm saying. So I know there are things, well, Holly, I already read that. I mean, obviously there are people that have done things that to me that I honestly on YouTube, because it's YouTube, there's really nothing that anyone has done to me, in my opinion, that is unforgivable. It's YouTube. It's not my real life. People have doxed me. People have called, had me swatted that time. People have
you
done
got swatted?
Oh yeah. When I was first part of Real Stream News' channel, the police came to my house. They almost shot my dog.
Man.
Actually, I don't forgive that person.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't.
That was
I would haunt that person till the day they died.
Yeah. But that out of anyone on YouTube, that's probably the only person that I don't forgive for shit that's been done to me. But nobody on YouTube can say that I have done anything to them even close. I haven't even struck anybody. I don't even strike people. I just think if it's not fun for me anymore and it gets to the point where I'm so combative, I just won't come back. You know what I mean? Like it's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. It's a place for me to hang out with you guys who I'm friends with and stuff. And that's it. If it gets worse than that, then I just won't come here anymore. You know what I mean? So
yeah, if you get to a point where like Deity, we're crying on stream and things like that, it might be time to walk away. You know what I mean?
I'm not triggered. I don't need to be here anymore. Like, it's just stupid, And I was so proud of Pirate last night. Pirate did so well. Like Pirate Calypso, I know this is drama community, YouTube schizophrenic. You don't know who she is, but this is somebody that had a very tumultuous relationship with her mom, and her haters in the drama community have brought her mother onto panels to shit talk her children. Her and her sister are YouTube content creators. Yeah. And so, but she in the past, and I don't blame her, dude. Of course it got her riled and of course it made her emotional. But last night she came out and responded and she just laughed it off. And I was so proud of her. She did so well. She was just like, fuck this.
Yeah.
All this does to you. It spoke volumes about her haters. and it said nothing about her. It didn't do anything wrong.
That's like an absurd like parody level where you're I'm gonna bring someone's parent on to talk shit about them.
Yeah,
That's so absurd. You have to laugh about it, right?
It was unbelievable. Yep, it was unbelievable. And Pirate handled that. I'm telling you, 2 years ago, Pirate would have been off her fucking rocker, and instead she just rolled right over her. They got zero reaction out of her other than her to come on and say, "I saw you," and don't care. I was so proud of her. She did awesome. It was great. It was really
yeah. And if someone's mother goes on a drama podcast to talk about them, I question their parenting. Like even if their child is like the worst person in the world.
All that does is all that did was prove that anytime her and her sister said anything about what a piece of shit their mother was, it proved it. Their mom's a piece of shit. So I mean,
seriously,
you know what?
I couldn't
and not show nudes to viewers. You know what? If you weren't okay with that, like that's not cool, dude. When someone earns your trust like that, I have a problem with you with that shit. I think that's wrong. So you don't get pissed because shit didn't work out with somebody and then you go and fucking do extortion. So I liked you, I supported you, but I think that's wrong of you to do that. So just saying it. Hashtag stand with the ship. Yeah, me too. Mary DMs. All right, I'm gonna dip because nobody wants to talk about anything else. And I hope this whole stream was beneficial. I hope everybody's staying home and staying safe. I think a lot of you guys in certain parts of the country are gonna get bailed out pretty soon. You're gonna be able to get out. I'm in New York State. There's no hope for me until probably 4th of July. I'm at my kitchen window looking at fireworks. The rest of you guys are going to be out there frolicking in the fucking meadows.
Yeah.
And New York, I'm going to be trapped.
And some places are having like food riots. They don't have a choice. They either open it up or they're going to have like a revolution on their hands.
I don't think the government is doing enough. You can't impose these restrictions on people and not make up for it. And then you don't understand why people are so upset that they can't get out and do what they want to do. For some people, the virus is a lesser of two evils because they can't feed their fucking family. And it's nobody's fault. The government didn't want a virus. It's nobody's fault. But if you don't handle it properly.
I'm hoping that if nothing else, walking away from this, we have some sort of like outbreak quarantine disaster relief fund set aside, prepare for the eventuality of this happening again in the future with something else.
Like, how do we not learn from this, right?
Yeah, I have a plan in place already so that way when it happens, all right, we lock the people down, we have supplies ready, things like that.
Listen, I will say that you and I have been called preppers and paranoid because we told everybody in January this is going to be a huge ass problem, and you guys are under predicting the outcome of this.
Oh yeah, we were saying China was on
now. So HVAC, thank you for the super chat. Bam, cheers. That's right, motherfucker. Smelly says logically we can't go back to normal without a vaccine. Agreed. There's only 1% of the United States population by statistics has been exposed. So there is no herd immunity at this point. On top of it all, there's been 2 cases so far where people have been reinfected, which means it's going to mutate through people. So by the next round of infections, which probably won't happen in the summer, but early fall, especially when school goes back in and stuff, we're going to be right back to where we were if we don't have a vaccine. So it's, Holly, open the windows. We'll have some fun. Bartholomew, you just want me to let you back in, and you're the cause of this coronavirus to begin with. Asshole. All right. YouTube schizophrenic. You need to call me in a little bit so we can talk.
Yes, I will.
All right, that's it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for chilling out with me, especially drama community and boy people, because you didn't know what we were talking about. But I appreciate it, and I'm so glad that we're showing people who this person. I just want this person to do better. That's all I want. I want them to do better. I don't like when people hurt people on YouTube. There are a lot of people that don't have a whole lot of, this is their social interaction. They don't have a lot of people in their real life. And so when you're a part of someone's chat and you feel accepted and shit, people who are bullied and then they don't like what you said, so they just completely throw you out and shit. Like, it's fucked up. I want Phil to do better.
Especially when you got like people in your own families who will see that person you're going after and be like, hey, let's jump on them. Let's go after them.
Right. Exactly. You're absolutely right. Agreed. Hugs to you, Smelly Cat. Thank you. Shannon, thank you for hanging out so long. I was going to do so much more boy and drama community. I didn't even address the unitard clapback, which was a fucking joke. Didn't even touch it. Maybe I'll touch it tomorrow. But I have never seen a bigger hypocrite besides Butthurt Phil than unitard. Huge fucking hypocrite. Huge. Crying about don't wish the coronavirus on my family. No, Ziggy did not wish the coronavirus on fucking unitard. What she said was, let's be clear, very specific. She said, if somebody had said, oh, your what if your parent got it? You wouldn't be talking about it. That's just saying, what if a hypothetical. If somebody in your family got it, you wouldn't downplay it, because what she had done was say she felt like it was exaggerated, or she didn't understand because she was in a place. She's not in New York. She's not in California. She's not in Philly. She's not in a place where she can see, my sons. This would have been my family if I wasn't divorced. My son lost an aunt and uncle and one of his cousins who's his age, 23. Well, he's younger than that, but around his age, just got on a ventilator the day before yesterday, who lives in Mount Vernon, which is right next to New Rochelle. So if you're saying this shit every day, don't come out and downplay it and make jokes. Unitard absolutely made a joke about it. And so Ziggy simply said, well, what if this happened to your dad, your elderly father? You wouldn't be joking around, or you wouldn't be making such light of it. That's all she said. And then Unitard turns around and says, and just puts this little fucking spin on there and says, turns it into Ziggy wishing it on her father. No, she did not. Zigzag would not fucking do that. She wouldn't wish it on anybody. Total bullshit. Don't believe the fucking hype. Why are you always lying? Oh, Kit Kat, I'm sorry. Was it you? Yes, it was Kit Kat. I'm so sorry. I thought she threatened to burn, Katie threatened to burn Ziggy down in her house. It's hard for me to keep track of all these assholes, for fuck's sake. But that's what happened. Right. So she was like, oh, you wished the virus on my dad. Bullshit. No, she didn't. All she said was, if the situation were reversed, you wouldn't be making light of it. Doesn't mean, or if it happened to your dad, you wouldn't be downplaying it so much. Doesn't mean you wish her dad had it. Shut up, unitard. Go wash your fucking dirty cooter. All right. And on that note, I'm out. Thank you, moderators. Best moderators in the world. Love you so much. If I could pay you, I would. But I'm poor and I do accept tips, but I don't ask for them. Side chat. Thank you so much. Without the side chat, I would not fucking live stream. Thank you for cheering me up. Love you guys. YouTube for coming on. Thank you, everyone else on my panel tonight. And on that note, I'm out. Love you guys. Bye, 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 bye. Stay safe. Bye. Wear your masks, motherfuckers, because you don't know who's sick, and they don't know either.
Yeah.
Bye, 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 bye.
Germex.